Today is the 469th day I've been streaming nonstop.
Right.
Yes.
Waiting for
Damn.
day 500. Let's go.
I just need to live for one more week and one day.
That's a big ask, Eric's.
Oh yeah, that shit happened.
Hey, I've survived a week of plus 30 or like plus 85, 90 Fahrenheit, and
Well done.
I feel like I'm just suffering. I'm just suffering fucking anxiety attacks.
Why are we still here?
Literally, why am I still here? Just
all right. We have some of the old gang, some of the new gang. Go.
no, we don't have the new gang because you're not here yet.
On another side note, theoretically
Always.
speaking, we're missing someone. Kaz, get the fuck in here.
I tried to DM Cass. It's been like 2 months. He hasn't responded. Like what do I do with him? Wait, is he still?
We have a new bard now.
Mate just character become really drunk and fall off the ship.
Let's see how to get more NPCs into your D&D group. Have a friend join in the campaign, then leave.
I actually officially unplayered him because I was just getting annoyed.
We have a knack for just getting random NPCs anyways, so I don't
Yeah,
need
it's-
them.
We're Florida, man.
If some of these NPCs are
Why
under
do you
player
think we got
control,
a giant ass boat so we can fit them all in there?
Correct.
Here's the other detail. It's pretty much our current quest. Lecter is getting the family back together, and they're all random NPCs.
So
they're not random. They have a purpose, and it's fucking horrible.
Yeah. Also, I love the fact that like if you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, you don't have a lot of people. Then you like think about like you have every single type of every fucking thing. All right.
Usually we pick up 1 or 2 people from every place we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Realistically speaking, if we were to form,
No,
actually unionize the archipelago under our name, we could be doing that because we would be representative of all of the groups.
Also, technically, no, there was one island with a kid. He didn't kidnap a child, so he technically
Wait, which island?
the one that the 3 owls manifested, and one of them had a bunch of like sheep and a kid just sleeping on top of one of those sheep. And you were like, nah, we're just gonna leave the kid to sleep.
The island is again. We don't care.
Just fucking snatch him. You're coming with me.
Talking about the sheep, of course.
Sure.
As long as they aren't the werewolves, should be fine.
Okay. So yeah, welcome
Right,
to.
I'm gonna really. Yeah.
So welcome to Archipeligo of Luk session 75 actually. Yes, 75. Yeah.
Road to 100.
Oh god, no! Road to 100 would mean additional 20 weeks.
If we play twice a week, it only means 10 more weeks.
No, Lecter, no. Bad.
Shut the fuck up, Master Mythic Zero. Nah. We still need to get you to fucking Mythic farming.
I know.
Just throw him into the far north. He'll come back Mythic 2 maybe.
Oh,
Don't you guys
Not
know
come back at all.
Mythic 5 dwarf though?
Look, he's retired, man. He retired after godhood.
Yeah.
We also happen to know a Mythic 5 orc.
Yeah. Also,
but we don't like him too much.
If you actually seen the the actual meme that I posted with Virgil, that was literally him just getting the power and leaving, just asking like, "What is this?" and just fucking bucketing it out.
Yep.
Comes God. Well,
There
looks
you
like
go.
I'm done
Okay.
here.
Yeah, literally.
Fuck this
A
shit,
se-
man.
Ascends into godhood, leaves, doesn't elaborate further.
Almost the dying is gay. I'm out.
Yeah.
Also, this is not a matter of importance right now, but I'm noticing that Julie, Gen, and Terry are currently not represented in.
Yes, for all these specific
Wonderful.
reason. All these specific reason. So,
All dead.
all dead, you say?
You know that doesn't work with you, Terry.
Yeah. I wish when I asked anybody would have responded, but no, you left me in the dark because I wanted to have like a session 0 with all of you. Because, yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. You DM'd me and I was at fireworks or about to go. I don't know. I forget when.
Excuses, Terry. You know you want to call you.
I
up, you
wanted to see the explosions in the sky, man.
There's only
You know-
so many days in the year where we can legally spite the sky. So at least give me this chance today.
We can't mop the ocean. Now you're telling us we can't blow up the sky. What's next here?
Goes to
You don't
400
have
goes to
you don't-
450 feet tall and grabs the sun.
you don't have rights.
Well,
We
we
don't.
have rights,
Not
but
yet.
we don't have the money to throw up explosions to the sky every day. Expensive, man. To the
Ah,
rattle
yeah.
bones.
Okay.
And grant yourself the
Oh,
right to not
right.
pay for these.
It's a small price to pay for freedom, guys.
Guys,
What?
session.
Oh. Oh, the oddly professional.
No,
Let's
we still
continue
have
on then.
Yeah,
we still have 7 more minutes.
Yeah,
of-
okay.
Good fucking
What?
point.
No, actually 4 because it's been already 6 minutes in. But
He's already live.
Okay.
Look, we're just getting comfortable with each other here. Come on, man.
calm down.
Yeah.
Half of you fuckers wanna be together next fucking campaign. Shut up. Don't act.
Yeah. We can have rivalries.
Don't
right
tell him that.
Oh, no.
He doesn't already definitely know that.
I'm just acknowledging the obvious. That's apparently okay. So I got a simple question for all of you. One that that I ask all 6 of you, every single fucking week with no fucking reprise. Are you fucking ready?
Eat.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Oh boy. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is gonna be a bit clusterfuck, but it is okay. So, last we left off. Oh boy. Lecture, Ken, Ravan.
Mm.
I don't know. You had a pretty chill thing. Making your way towards the bastard as one would do. Except for Lecter, he decided to escalate a bit of things with his first one of his first eldest brothers and traverse to the bottom of the ocean to pursue his brother to get him to the ship.
That's what it is.
Yeah, let's just say Lecter went on a bit of a misadventure and basically got sidetracked for 2 days and he kind of went AWOL as he ventured below the depths of the archipelago to pursue his older brother who was in turn traversing somewhere else in a specific place or plane in the sea itself. Lecter, before getting any response from Kilroy of how he should not have done that, got us into sucked up to that place and was essentially grasped with a death grip by his eldest brother, asking what the fuck is he doing. A dialogue ensued, and Lecter was told to be quiet as they were going to meet the Empress of the seas that govern the archipelago's seas, I guess. So, as Lecter observed the new civilization never seen, probably besides himself and a few others on the land, eventually made it to the court of the Azure Empress, and well, your eldest brother did get to leave to basically accompany you on your journey on the surface. And then you had your talk with your mother about how things were, how things are, and how things could be eh, a bit long-winded conversation later, you were essentially whisked back on the surface via teleportation, as you were basically at the bastard, which is now just an ice mountain range of just ice and storms of blizzard, cold and the like. The main deck engulfed in snow, but more of your family has been reunited, and technically that's the last thing we left off, as you were essentially um just kind of deciding how you're gonna approach the best to look for the botanist, your third brother. Okay, but before we go there, somewhere else across the fucking world, laying quite highly above the sea, and quite not bothered by your current situation, Lecter, are a few individuals that just defeated an entity that might have destroyed the world. So, Terry, Gen, Julie, you had essentially the most uneventful past 2 days of your life, as you're basically reconvened back at the Marble Pike after the defeat, and it was essentially observed for 30 or so hours, almost not getting a shut-eye of sleep, as essentially everybody's on guard and seeing if any Pernama's manifestations, any of its corruptions would just sprung out, then essentially begin anew. Surprisingly for all of you, and for all of your benefits, nothing has changed. And in a matter of few hours, about 36 of them, you essentially were let go and to your own devices. Technically, you can leave the Platinum Seas, you can leave Hephrona, you can do whatever you want. You have not seen Ducklick since the engagement before going into the prison itself. But as essentially you're kind of just discarded. Callie is also present, Julie. Vorum, as soon as he got a chance to leave, he just waved all of you goodbye, saying, I hope he has the pleasure of never seeing you again, and wish you all luck, as he exits out through the door. You're kind of just chilling. It is about 9ish p.m. It's relatively extremely bored, as you kind of just been given a go-ahead to do whatever the fuck you want. What would you be doing at this point?
Convening with Tabby if I hadn't already.
Don't worry.
And I thought you would have had that down. And probably just questioning my life decisions, but beyond that, kind of just sitting around.
I would be at any of the pubs around here, or even the Red Mistra, performing for my fans in all my glory. Happy to be able to do it without being in secret anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Unbarred stories of our dudes.
Again, what about you?
Probably figured out. Okay, thought I was supposed to be joining the Platinum Seas after like doing this. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Probably just like flying around in my broom.
You're right. You have a broom.
Yeah.
So,
Visiting the bakery. You know?
I mean, it's late, but as you're planning your, I guess, plans for the evening, and essentially some of you decide to just reminisce of what you witnessed in the past few weeks, or just go into the town and see what shenanigans you can do. A sudden knock on the door, which is uncommon because never before in your stay in Haprona have you heard a knock on the door. But before you got an answer or question to come in or who's behind on the other side, the door immediately shuts open.
Shuts
Eh,
open.
Yes.
Shuts open?
Opens up. I'm
It's
sorry.
open.
Open,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. You see a lich floating just inertly in front, in the middle of the room. It's not Ducklick. It's not something you recognize. The lich is formally dressed of the platinum seas, as you see him plentiful around the streets and all that, and his aura emits this deep blue, and he seems to have a bunch of jewelry just kind of almost embedded into his skull. He kind of waves at you, Terry, and you, Julie, and kind of looks at you again and just kind of gives you this motion to come forward.
Well, this is. I swear, if this just ends up as another assassination, I'm gonna. Alright, he scoots out his chair. I got nothing better to do for these next 2 hours of my life.
Eh,
Um,
sure.
hmm.
Yep, Terry, you go first. If you get hurt, I'm right behind you.
Yeah. Let you know if I come back to the afterlife. Tyrion stretches out his back, starts walking over.
He extends 2 fingers towards you, Terry and Julie, with his right hand, and then kind of gets something from his clothing that are just these bright blue robes. Oh god. And he produces what seems to be some sort of small case made of wood, and then presents to you again. And then the lich speaks up for the first time. Oh, I guess just emanates its voice through the skull, not flinching or moving. My name is Tyrick. Tyrick the Scholar, one of the many liches that reside in the city. For completing a task, Gen Levelfus, I am here to provide you with this decoration for your service to the Palm Seas. And additionally, your official grant to
Citizenship.
Oh my god, why did I... Yeah.
Out of all
It
the words
happened.
you could.
Yeah.
It happens, mate. No problem.
Yeah. So he hands you this nice wooden box, and then with the same hand, he kind of produces this nice gold encrusted in the sides of the pages. Just a page that seems to have like a certificate that you actually are part of the Planet Seas official again. And then it's called Twist to Julie and Terry. It says, well, and as two of so many witnesses to be, you have witnessed to his promotion. You may congratulate him as you wish. And he kind of floats back like 10 feet and just kind of observes all of you. And literally less than 10 seconds later, he claps his hands and says, well, enough time for celebration. Again, Lephalos. Work must be done. Havel has an assignment for you. Yes, that Havel. Your companions if they wish to join, since they are more than capable of your recent dealings to accompany you. It's a mission of escort of a specific individual, making sure that they are delivered to the spot. The teleportation will be, of course, provided, but also, I guess, escorting wherever the individual might need to go or be, and making sure that it makes it back to Helena safe.
Oh crap! Another escort mission from an impossibly powerful employer. Not again.
Huh?
All right.
This is-
Is this the last one? Is this now our job here? Are we working with the Platinum Seas, or is this kind of a one-time thing?
The Lich immediately turns at you and says, "Gen is duty bound, for that is the way of the Platinum Seas. As for both of you, Julie de Silver, and you, Terry, is it? You both will be compensated by 25,000 gold pieces each. If the assignment is complete, of course."
Money isn't really the concern there. What's the purpose of the escort?
He kind of stares a bit upwards and then looks back. It is a peculiar individual, one of its kind, one of its many kinds, actually. An ability of sorts, but also a very powerful sorcerer. Then looks at you, Julie. One of the youngest children of Mistra.
Oh. Okay.
So that's...
And one last question then. What's at stake?
Well, truly nothing, as the demand from Havel was just to make sure the individual is safe and is well taken care of, though he does not really sleep or eat or drink or even breathe. So I don't see this as a very difficult job. It's more of a... what's it called?
No,
It's like it's like a nice gesture.
Had a lot of time to think. I think for the moment, an escort mission would do us some good. I don't think we do any good sitting around doing nothing. I'm not used to this. I don't like sitting around.
Well, I mean, no offense to your fine city here, but I'm quite bored, so I could always go for an adventure.
Very well. Would you wish to depart now, or would you wish to depart that morning?
I do have one request. I wanted a book to take.
He kind of blankly stares at you.
I also stare at you like, you read?
Terry, a book? You can read?
Can read?
I believe you need to pick your book. So if you have anything for children 5 or under, I'm sure it'd be great for them.
Julie, I swear I'm gonna throw you out the window. It's a very simple book. You should probably have multiple copies. I just want a basic book on the Watchers. Oath.
On the Watchers. Wait, Terry, what kind of book?
It's a paladin.
Vanguard.
It's a.
You can read about how to be a paladin.
Yes, Julie got it down.
The pop-up book.
How to be a paladin for dummies.
Oh my god. Is it really what you want to get? Wait.
Terry's just asking to take a book with him. Yes.
Do you have a book by you with that? Because are you just
Not
asking?
by me. No, he's asking. He's asking if he can get a book. On the Watcher's Oath, the subclass for the Paladin. Just wanting to educate himself on because he is, as Julie said.
He kind of looks at you, Terry, just longingly a bit, like almost with this childish.
To be so young.
Yeah.
This young, this stupid.
It's okay. Okay, Terry.
Oh my god, give me a second. I nearly choked out my fucking lung. Oh my god. Oh.
You guys can laugh
So
all you want.
it just looks at you, right? Looks at you, stares at you, and clasps its hands together, kind of nods slightly. I believe that can be procured.
Thank you. That's about it. I'm ready to go when you are then. It's over at Julian again.
Well, I have nothing else to do. Sure.
I'm sorry, my fucking. You know when you cough so hard, your fucking forehead starts to hurt. Oh my god. Ooh. Anyway.
Well, if we're gonna do this, I suggest we do it before Callie gets back. You know how she gets.
So.
I'd rather not bring the only emotionally stable person along
Are
with
you
us to
really
this.
leaving?
You see the lich just kind of extends its right hand and starts like flicking fingers one by one as if counting something. And about 10 flicks later, you hear just a sudden poof, like a balloon popping on the second floor. And then you hear heavy footsteps just descending downwards. For all of you, you just see an entity made of wood, while its skull seems to be connected by a neck of platinum and just a bunch of embroiderments that have been carved into its wooden chassis, also encased in platinum. And it also has the thing that you've seen multiple times, the cloak of the child of Mistra. The obsidian black cloak with those bluish archaic runes all over it. You see this about maybe 6'5", 6'6" foot tall individual walk down glaring with its purple eyes and just kind of gives a wave with its hand. Evening.
Evening. It looks oddly a construct.
Hello.
It kind of
Are
twists
you the
its...
charge?
Indeed I am. Indeed I am. I heard that you're prepared, so... Are you ready? One final preparation?
Oh, I just gotta send sending message to Tabby. Tabby, I'm off on an escort mission. Hopefully it won't take too long. Who knows? Luckily a lot
I'll get
safer
milk
than the last one.
quickly.
Get milk quick.
You hear a very disgruntled, "Don't you dare to die."
Don't worry.
Again.
There's no...
Look, if I die, give a prayer to the devils or angels trying to keep me there instead of here.
Oh, what?
Maybe that was that pissed me off. Thank
Yeah.
you, Revan. Thank you, Revan. Alright, with that said, I'm ready.
I will send a message to Lazra. It appears I have a habit of running off with your peoples. Talk to you later.
Take care, Julie, until we see each other next time. So, as you're all nod your heads or exclaim preparation to Palax, it proceeds to do a teleportation spell. Oh boy, let me check. Give me a second. Ooh. Oh yeah.
It's off by about 50 feet and then they just plummet.
Oh no.
God of Mistra wouldn't make those kinds of mistakes.
Oh yeah. So, Lecter can Revon So, if I recall correctly from the last session,
I wasn't, yeah.
well, I know, but still, you technically decided to begin your pursuit upon the bastard in the morning tomorrow because you reached at basically the eve at about 9ish p.m. So you can prepare and essentially have a talk with your brothers because you kind of, you got one additional one. Is that correct, or have you changed your
Yes.
mind? Okay. So, without you acknowledging, the ship actually turns around and flies away from the storm. Because in like good 30 minutes since you actually start getting snow, it's about like 2.5 feet of snow. So it's rapidly climbing. And you can see that the snow is entirely focused at the center of this island. That is just nothing, just glass on top of glass on top of ice. Just a bunch of ice everywhere as far as the eye can see. And it's tall. It's like a few miles tall, just ice in the middle of ocean. So, for Ken, Revan, and Lecter, you all of a sudden hear a sound of a pop. Julie, Gen, and Terry, with a simple just preparation and the twirling of the fingers, almost with like a single instinctual motion, your general vicinity of where you were just manifests in different space and time. As all of a sudden, you're in the midst of a fucking blizzard, 2 or 3 feet of snow as far as the eye can see everywhere, and you're just deep in the snow. The cold is immense and biting, and you're on something metallic. Also, Revan, your mic, your tackling of keys.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's turned my noise suppression off again.
Twid loves messing with options.
It's it. Sorry.
Good. Alright, is the entire escort mission gonna be in a blizzard? It's over. Dressed for warmer clothing if that was the case.
Do we
Revan,
always in any
Yes,
situation?
yeah, Revan, Ken, let's just hear unfamiliar voices in the air in the blizzard.
Still close to the ship, or just
Sounds like on the ship, but slightly above. The
I will.
the
I'll
blizzard,
take off.
yeah, the blizzard. For everybody's perspective, you cannot see more than 10 feet in front of you.
I will take off my fur coat and put it on Terry's shoulders. You know, for a big guy, you sure are a little bitch.
Okay, alright.
You'd think you'd be used to this.
Full plate is not the best insulator.
It seems we may have some uninvited guests.
Yeah, you can hear, all of you can hear yourselves, but also unfamiliar voices in the blizzard.
No, we were actually invited.
yeah.
I
I'm
will
making
check
my
on
way
on
to the main
wood
deck.
escort.
It actually sounds like they're not on the main deck, but on the bridge. Not like in the bridge, but on the actual roof of the bridge.
Mm.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace and immediately do Stealth.
Okay.
So I get a +10 bonus to Stealth now.
Have fun.
Reasonable.
Okay, so Stealth. Wait a minute.
Well, does you know most people here?
23 Stealth.
Okay.
Noted for now.
Again, wait,
I-
question here. Is it possible for you to roll lower than that with your
I can see that with my passive, buddy.
Leave that out anyway. Continuing on.
Okay, I don't know that, so
fair enough, yeah.
Have
Raven's-
have fun.
That's actually
actually, I've got an item that can beat it. But still,
Okay.
So, I'm gonna send a certain golf ball up there. So,
Uh-huh.
a
So,
grenade.
you send a gold ball, and to your surprise, Lecter, you see familiar people. First of all, you see someone that looks like you, just purple eyes, and a bit more platinum than... a lot more platinum than you actually seen in any of your brothers before. Wearing this nice obsidian cloak with these runes that emanate bluish light, and it immediately looks at your eye. But the rest of the people actually seen before with your vision, looking into one of Ken's quarries for Lena. The human with the black armor and the helm that shines an eye, a longish pale elf, and a half elf, but also some sort of dragonborn half breed.
the golf ball slightly tilts, and I will cast. Where is it? Message. Just plain message to the individual that, well, resembles my family.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect for someone of my kind, of our kind, to come here voluntarily.
There's no response, but then you, for Julie's, Gens, and Terry's perspective, you see your quarry just all of a sudden takes a few steps, just towards, just a round direction, and all of a sudden you see him just fall off.
No.
And then
You're really
and-
bad at an
and-
escort mission, you
and then,
idiot.
no. You can see that he like falls for a bit, and then you see him to cast like Feather Fall as he slowly glides on the main deck. And at this point, you're actually making quite a way from the actual storm as you're about to just exit the surroundings of the bastard. So it basically reveals like the blizzard ends, and first it reveals just a massive crowd of Lecter's kin. On the main,
Sitting
on the
on the main
front,
deck.
on the front of the main deck. Then the overfrozen fucking lake of water that was the pool, and a bunch of snow on top of it. Then it reveals Ken, Ravan, and of course Lecter. And then you see.
Well, no, I stealth and I'm.
I know,
wardrobe.
I know, but that's how the visibility just changes from blizzard to just clear
How
night
Gens
sky.
sees the world.
Yeah, and
Actually, when I stealth, I left the cardboard cutout behind, so that's what they say.
oh my god! And yeah, then you see Electra, your brother's just kind of slowly gliding to on the main deck, and then on the rooftop, you see 3 individuals just kind of looking around, but now spotting all of you on the main deck. So, so what you basically see, Terry, Get, and Julie, is a deck just littered with snow, a shit ton of snow, and you see, I guess someone that looks like your quarry in front of your quarry, but also a few others at the front of the ship. Also, just a human that is just looking at you, probably pointing his rifle at you.
Rifle? What's a rifle?
I know.
That's what makes it even better.
Yeah. So yeah.
And just a cardboard cutout flapping in the wind.
Slightly floating away like one of these like
It's been carried
tumbleweeds.
away by the wind.
Yeah.
Question, how far is this? How far are we above like the ground level at this point? Like, we could just jump down.
Yes.
To the main deck, it's like 20 feet of drop. So
I could jump down that easily.
Mhm. But to the water, a bit more.
And not
Okay.
to the water, just jumping down to the actual deck. So, I give like just to give a big wave, assuming that everyone here knows why we're here, even though that's completely wrong. But assuming we're teleported here with some prior notice, I jump down to the main deck.
Just look over at Julian like, I'm not watching all of them. I was asked to watch one, okay? Not an army.
What was the deal?
Yeah,
as soon
I
as you
feel like we were misled on this one.
Yeah, I feel like we were missing a lot of details.
So yeah, Lecter, the bro approaches you
The-
and gives you a nod and extends a hand towards you.
A second.
And in your head, you hear a message. It's good to see you in good health, brother.
A morbid statement. I'm not saying that. I reach out for the hand, assuming my curse. You weren't part of the visions, but looking from the presence, I'd assume either Palex or Ash. I would say Ash.
Palax, actually.
Really?
Yes, really. I would not know where my older brother is. And by the looks of it, neither do you.
Correct.
Hmm.
From what I can tell, you brought guests. With a bit of a threatening gaze over his shoulder, looking towards Terry.
I can't tell if he isn't scared or just doesn't notice.
Fly just flies into one ear, comes out the other.
Oh, I'll walk toward the ledge and step off. We're only supposed to be guarding him. I hope you don't expect us to guard all of you.
Oh no. Wait. I start floating down on my broom and I'm like, wait, I never did discuss payment. Like, what's my salary?
I think you're just condemned by duty
you're fine.
again.
I think you'll find us quite capable of handling ourselves, whoever you are. If you look in the voice, you see Kendorf just holstering his rifle, which he had out as soon as you guys arrived.
It's a funny looking wand you got there.
It's not quite exactly what it is. Maybe I'll show you later.
Works in a
Alright.
similar way there.
You see Palex's head just kind of tilts, Lecter, and just kind of looks at you. And this time, actually loudly exclaims, Harold has seen a lot, and thus concluded that these will make a fine addition on your journey. And you know Havel. His authority is not one to be messed with.
Of course. It's just a surprise because I've actually seen these people before. Didn't expect to actually meet them in person at some point.
Oh, I know, it's all inspiring to meet a celebrity, but Julia De Silva, it's a pleasure.
The name is Selector. I do not know your name or whatever fame is attached to you. I saw you in a single vision.
Well, then allow us to introduce ourselves. Where
I slightly deflate.
we are this
Pat Julie on the shoulder. It's okay.
this man. He kind of hesitates at the word man. Unsure if that's the proper identification for this guy. It's kind of
Also,
His
you
escort.
may be noticing an increase in heat behind you.
I feel like we're
that
just
fucker.
naturally warming up at the moment.
Yes, I went to go get him.
So
Hmm.
I'm Terry. I'm what Miss Julie over here lovingly refers to as the meat shield of the party. Slight annoyed glare. This is Gan. This traditionally takes on the leader role. After taking care of Aranama, we were charged with this escort mission.
Pranama.
Yes, a mortal dragon was gonna end the world. Nasty business.
Yeah, stories like that come up from time to time. Congratulations for your success in whatever mission has appeared before this.
It's the first time saving the world. Hopefully it'll be the last, though. Troubling work.
We all know it's never the last. Still.
He kind of
Interesting
starts walking up and puts his hand out for a handshake. Kind of get a closer look. You see the 6'2" figure with heavy full plate on, everything except for a helmet. The brown hair and blue eyes.
Also wearing a
been to
women's
a
fur
desert-
coat. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Wearing a woman's fur coat.
Yeah, definitely. By any chance, have you been to a Desert of Kalas as of recently?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was actually right before we defeated Paranama, wasn't it?
that's when we defeated the
Yeah.
other god.
We
Right.
defeated the Mad Mage.
I believe he
Arian.
went by God of Starlight at that point, right?
Right, Kyrian. He was, former Putnam Seas. We took care of him. No big deal.
He was trying to end the world. I think it was a little bit of a big deal.
That is actually a good keyword you put in there. Parallax? What's your current situation with the Platinum Seas?
Well, he's employed by them, and I am previously employed by them.
Well, at least some things we share, even though I didn't ask you.
Oh, my position is a little bit more permanent. I am bound by fate, my brother.
So are all of us.
Some of us more than others, actually. I witness your failure, unfortunate.
Correct.
Nevertheless, do not worry. Lady of Magics does not look upon you in disfavor. Yet.
Yeah.
Child of Mist. Jeez, your children of Mist are intense. Actually, honestly, you're probably the most serious I've met out of all of them. Surprising.
He kind of glances a look towards you, Styrian, and says, "It's quite simple. I'm immortal. I don't have a need for moral desires."
Fair enough. I mean, wait, immortal is like you'll never die because of age, or immortal because you can't die from being killed?
Probably
Assuming
the
it-
former, not the latter.
I was about to ask why we were here in the first place. Alright.
It's
I'm
not
guessing
you,
you
Terry.
guys-
Not everybody can come back from death.
Look, it happened 4 times. Just 4 times. It's... Look, I've time traveled as much as I've died. Come on, it happens. No.
Like the perks up at that.
Talk about it in a bit, but I have a feeling you guys weren't alerted to this whole situation.
We have not been informed of this. It is an at least partially welcome addition.
Thanks for not immediately forcing us into a combat situation. Those get ugly fast.
They do.
I was getting ready to, and then you hear that
He looks
voice
over.
behind you.
Because Terry's blind as a bat when it comes to
Yeah.
stealth. Like what?
There's
Ju-
a fun
Julie hears-
detail about
yeah.
this.
Julie hears that directly behind them.
Julie would notice. Julie would be fully aware.
just whisper like, Julie, I think you have a fan already.
I'll look around. Look down.
You notice the most brightly colored individual, as in his outfit is basically color vomit, or Harlequin-esque, and a very, very well, not very large owl bear, but as you can see, the snow is melting around it.
Whatever is left of it, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a volcanic owl bear. It's literally just.
Oh,
It's.
is it like do you sleep on it as like a warmed up bed or something? That's a really cool pet you got there.
Pets tend to be a tradition in groups like these.
Like, haven't had any.
Glorified
Really?
souvenirs.
Haven't we had any pets up now?
Is your sole purpose the escort, or are you actively sent to assist?
Sole purpose escort, but knowing our employer, it might as well have been this as well.
Yeah, we were kind of just told, escort this child of Mistra, and make sure they return back to the city in one piece. They left out the details of we'd be joining an active, kind of just gestures around.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you just realized something.
Please excuse the informality of this. Welcome aboard the NPC 1. Current crew numbers are
Yes.
somewhere around 260. Comprised of multiple different nations from multiple different timelines.
And multiple different universes.
Including multiple different universes and species.
There are multiple universes now. That's a concept I haven't gotten down.
Oh yeah, no, this place is nuts.
You'll get used to it.
So, what sea are we on at the moment? It kind of starts looking over the edge of the boat.
Yeah,
We're not on the sea.
Yeah, you look, Terry, and you realize that you're maybe like half a mile just drop. You're midair. And you see just a sea, you just see the sea below you, and all of a sudden you just get very nauseous.
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, not quite the answer I was expecting, but impressive nonetheless.
I thought it would
Yeah,
clue
this
you
thing.
in. I thought it would clue you in because we're in the middle of the clouds at the moment.
It just looked like a blizzard to me.
It is a blizzard. A permanent one being, well, the point of
Noticing
origin
very-
of a giant natural catastrophe that appeared recently.
Right.
Wait, the dragon that was going to end the world, was it the size of a continent?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, a continental dragon. Yeah, we met that thing's sister. Sister or brother? Was it? I don't know.
It was the brother.
The brother, right, yeah. This lucky... this is probably too many details.
Feel
For
free to
welcome
continue
here...
to share. We're like collecting knowledge anyway. What time is it right now?
At the moment,
I'm orb.
It's about, oh my god, it's about 9:20 something p.m. Yeah, and you're
evening.
basically out of the blizzard, and you're just in this open night sky, and you can see that the snow is slowly but surely melting as the tropical air just kind of meets back on the deck and just starts warming everything up. And yeah, you see that Palace just kind of glances over you and then walks by you, Lecture, and kind of approaches the rest of the crew. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
We are a legion. Nah,
Oh, then.
not into Dead by Daylight.
I know.
Also, Ravan, I think your mic is genuinely broken.
What? Why didn't you turn off noise suppression again?
Messing with you, man. It's having too
No
much fun
idea.
with you. So,
So,
What did you need an escort for exactly? The looks over. Is something after you?
Are you asking this to Palix?
Yeah.
Oh, this was not my idea. This was Havel.
Probably some time shenanigans then. I swear, last time I... That's not worth the conversation. Alright. I guess we should at least have one of us along with you at all points. I looks over to Gan and Julie. I want to handle this in 8-hour shifts.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Oh,
he
I
seems
guess
to be
he's
related
okay.
to. He seems to be related to that other one over there. I can't imagine that one will let his relative die.
You can see there's like Electron, how many? Can you just
One-
describe what you?
Yeah, I'm counting right now. Wait,
no,
1,
no.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Including me, there's 8, theoretically 9.
Yeah, but like when Julie says like it kind of looks like that. Can you just describe to everyone what they see? Like just like from Lecter's perspective, what is on the main deck? What is the just?
So, of course, the main deck is like, imagine like luxurious yacht type boat with like this big pool in the middle with like 2 walkways to the sides, and to the front there's like the small elevated platform. It's not small by any means. This ship is fucking massive, but at the front there's currently a meeting of, I'm gonna say, 7 of the 9 characters that look roughly like the person you're following. In different sizes with minor details off, with just completely different clothing. Some actively conversing, some not. Some more energetic, some less, and yeah. One more would currently be walking up the stairs.
Is Fizz still in the pool?
That's a good question. It's yeah, like
No,
I
no.
said, the middle of the thing is a pool.
Oh, so when like the snow melts over, you see that there is a female human that with a very massive fucking sword to her back, just kind of glaring at the sky, slowly unfreezing.
Oh, she was
that
there.
wait, giant sword? Like, how big is giant sword? Like,
About 7 to 8 feet long. It's a long. It's a katana if you need a specific width.
at that sight, Terry's eyes would widen. That is a cool weapon.
Is she okay over there?
She's taken.
He is.
She's taken.
What, the sword's... Well, of course the sword's taken, but...
No, you don't understand.
No, he does perfectly understand.
the sword is... Oh, the person attached the sword. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at that at all.
It's okay. He has his own person, so that's
I was just appreciating the sword.
yeah. He was genuinely appreciating the weapon, not the person.
Okay.
Strange fascination.
He could care less about the
too
person.
far off.
Terry kind of like takes the lance off of his back at this point. Yeah, no, I have a large appreciation for particularly large weapons. Something
To an
relaxing about
extent,
holding them.
To an extent, I can agree. Lecter just like, one thing I should note about me as the character, so Lecter, that is a bit off in relation to the others. First up, he is not made of wood. He still has the same body structure, mostly, but he instead is like almost bronze, like metallic. And more importantly, he has a flag that looks like it's bolted to his back. And this flag just like gets taken off, has a spear end. It more or less has the same effect as your lance in size, but of course having a giant banner attached to it.
He kind of looks at it. Can I hold it? Is that his hand?
If you wish to be sent into damnation, sure.
Wouldn't be the first time, but I'll restrain. He slowly takes his hand back.
Leans over to Julie and just whispers, "There's a lot of overcompensation going on here."
With that said, I think we should focus up on our
No,
job
it's
here.
weird, isn't it?
Rev-
I'm just leading in.
Julie would be eyeing up the entire lake landscape and like completely ignoring the conversation. Is the pool heated?
No.
Wait, have the owl get into the pool. That'll fix it immediately.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, at the moment it's tropical weather and slowly getting warmer by the second and more and more. That you realize something, that the whole fucking water, it was filled to the brim. It's frozen over and he sees Vina's legs in it. But it's slowly but surely melting away and snow is almost disappearing now. Just a bunch of ice.
Julie, that wouldn't take you but a second to heat the pool, right?
All right, let's stay focused on our work here. Is Terry kind of fully composing himself?
Apart from the cape right now, is there any like clear cape and eyes? Is there any clear indication between the brothers? So is it difficult to actually differentiate between Palax and the others?
He's probably the only one, besides your oldest brother, who has a lot of metal on his chassis and face. And while your brother looks like it's basically hardened steel or silver, your brother's just platinum.
Yeah.
Oh, the eyes are a different way that.
Yeah. That's the most fun part about all of this. Completely different eye colors.
Okay.
Everyone turns and it's just a rainbow.
At this point, Terry looks over at Gen and Julie. All right, so who wants first shift?
I think we need to be caught up to speed. It's like, what's going on? Like, what's your
I'd agree,
mission?
but I think priority is what we've been assigned to.
The best way to describe it is family reunion, but worse.
Worse? What's worse about it? No, okay. First escort. Who's taking responsibility first? You look.
Taking responsibility for what?
Guy's safety. He puts a thumb over at alright. Alex. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name.
Alex.
We're given one clear job, and while that might extend in some way to other things around us, our first priority, of course, is his safety.
Pal just kind of looks at you, Terry, and just kind of shrugs. Oh, do what you wish. Just make sure you're somewhere around. If I really need to go to one of you, I can always just. And
right.
he just vanishes.
I mean, he is a child on Mystra. He is almost as powerful as me.
Yeah, you did say you were doing this for the Platinum Seas, right?
Reluctantly, yes.
They have a tendency to withhold information.
Yeah,
Let's not overshare about this.
I won't, but I'll just say the guy you're protecting is more powerful than all of you combined.
I mean,
I don't
some
doubt
truth
that.
in it. Some truth to that. I mean, we haven't killed gods for nothing here. I wouldn't say exactly. We've worked with children of Mystra beforehand. Quite a lot of them, actually. I have an understanding of how strong they are.
Since
I've been deep undercover with
has already disappeared, how about we move this conversation to somewhere else?
Yeah, do a drink or something. See you guys inside.
Up this
Lecture, you see the bridge door opens up as you kind of start to walk, and you see Jack just pokes his head out.
We are not under attack. Don't worry.
He kind of looks at you for a second. I know. I can see that the fight has not broke out for 12 minutes. So, no, lecture. If you want to go in, we can get you closer to the island, but then we need to get out because the snow will suffocate the engines, as Pablo said. So, yeah. So tell
Completely
me
understood.
when you wish to go in, do tell us. Or I guess
Tomorrow morning, we have new arrivals that were unexpected.
I see.
Small introduction. We'll go to the island tomorrow.
You kind of just
The
nods.
botanist can wait.
Then.
You just hear me yell, "Hey Zan, we've got some new people here. Get ready."
Okay,
Don't.
so I just want to paint the picture for the other half that has not been here before. So the ship, for all of you, it's one of a kind because you've been to some ships before, and as recent as like 3 days ago for Gen and Terry, and mostly wooden with maybe metallic reinforcements. The entire innards of the ship are just metallic, and not a single piece of wood can be seen anywhere. And then almost immediately you are witness to essentially a mixture of people.
Good term for it.
Yeah, a very good term. From malnourished men and women to very very militaristically focused and almost like on high alert groups of people, to these men and women that are a lot older, maybe in their 40s, 50s by the looks, that have prosthetics made of this blackish metal that basically all of them have a replacement right hand and then a bunch of other stuff on their face or what can be visible on their arms or that. And then you just see this dwarf behind the counter in what seems to be a nice large hall that has been converted into this makeshift tavern, and you see him wielding something what Ken is holding, just made of pure gold, and kind of whistling and giving hand motions to come towards them.
I'd be escorting the group in.
Oh, you have a whole bar here. Well, you know what? That makes this place infinitely better.
You also see in the corner like a little area, and the owlbear is just gone and laid down there.
Just chilling.
Surrounded by people.
Oh yeah, the children all climb all over him.
Yeah.
By popular demand, this bar has been established, and well, new arrivals tend to find satisfaction here. So,
How
go
strong
ahead.
is the alcohol?
Yes.
How good is your constitution? That is an
Yes.
in-character sentence.
No, we both at the same time, like, you say how good's your constitution, I just say yes.
Oh yeah. You realize something, Lecter. Under one of the tables where they have like the long curtains that go almost to the floor, you see the dude just honest, just sitting and just staring blankly, just not even looking in any direction. But also behind Zan's counter, laying on the ground, you see with joint in hand Johnny just chilling.
Very nice.
Fucking sunglasses on indoors.
I thought I confiscated his weed.
We tried.
You see him kind of look at you slyly and just kind of give you like a motion, like a wave slyly, just kind of lays back and looks at the ceiling.
I'm nodding to him once.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go over to the bar and assuming Lecter's still guiding us, what do you recommend?
I want some of what he's having. One's laying back chilling. What's he got?
That's something you got to discuss with him. It's not like we're short in supply, but
Yeah. If you're wanting some strong liquor, I'd say talk to my friend here. considering the reactions some of the other crew have had to his brew, be warned.
They look capable.
Hey, looks over at Julie. King contest. I know.
Oh, I 100% will drink you on the table, young one.
Alright, bring up my age here, but I just accomplished twice as much as you have in half your lifetime. Just gonna.
Then I'm going to get her my custom cocktails ready. You know the one.
He does his own shit.
Alright then.
Then we got a few newcomers aboard, and they seem to be connoisseurs of heavy liquor, and they wish to compete. Anything you would recommend in regards to strong brews for new arrivals?
Strong brew for my arrivals. If it's food poisoning, you wish. And then he kind of grabs one of the flasks, and then all of a sudden he kind of looks at his hand where the flask is, and then looks back at Johnny, and you see a fucking smile. And it kind of looks at you disappointed, but says nothing for a good 5 seconds, and then takes a deep breath. He drank it all.
Anything I can do to resupply that? You seem to be attached to it.
No. I'll make some more, but ooh. He just kind of looks at Zan. Zan just looks at Johnny, and Johnny's very smug about it. You can
The
see
pool
his
is
eyes.
still slightly frozen. The pool is still slightly frozen over. Do you want me to go sober him up?
Oh
He doesn't
no!
need to ring up.
Oh no,
He's fine.
he's fine. Oh boy.
Go there. Second
Yes.
strongest then?
I don't have the second strongest. Wait a minute. He kind of immediately kicks Johnny in the side, and you see the impact is severe, but Johnny just doesn't even flinch. You said you had something on you that you wanted to test out, so yeah. Come on. He kind of taps the bar counter, and you see John just kind of like sits up, grabs his hand, and just kind of reaches out on the bar and just kind of gets himself up. And you see this, like, a lean 60-year-old man that seems like any moment he could just collapse just from the way he looks. And then he kind of goes into his shorts, and he just kind of grabs something, tugs it, flinches in pain. Says no.
Julie will raise an eyebrow.
Then goes again, pulls out a pistol, puts it on the counter, not that, and then goes it again. And then he pulls out what seems to be a medium-sized flask of like a metal flask that is bound in leather, and it has like a very simple it has a very simple etched out word, I guess 2 words into its leather: Tennessee whiskey. As he kind of just looks at Zan and says, "Yeah, so could you give me like and then Zan just kind of gives like glasses, and he starts to pour, and just looking at just the pouring, he fills a glass for all of you, but you realize the contents, like the amount of contents there should be in the flask, maybe would fill 1.5 glasses, but it fills all 6 of your glasses, including also himself and Zan. So 8 in total glasses. Yeah. And then he kind of just gets it back and just kind of puts it back in his shorts. And then
Pulls them to the front and just lets it fall in.
yeah, and then he kind of just looks at the pistol, just kind of looks at it, grabs it, just inspects it, checks for ammo. You can see that this gun, you can see that the safety is off, and there's a round in the chamber. As he kind of just pulls it a bit, just kind of checks it, and just kind of puts it on the table, and grabs the fucking whiskey. It looks at all of you. So who's drinking?
Well,
I guess I'll go first.
Also, you may also notice a glass of what appears to be the blackest liquid possible.
Not touching
They've
that.
sit down. Now, this is only for, well, those with the strongest constitution.
Alright,
Good
then.
luck to you. Like there's more or less like you two, or at least you three. Gen isn't here right now, but whatever. I assume you would be directly sitting at the bar table. I don't know about Ken and Ravon here.
Oh, I'm behind the counter. I was
Yeah,
making the end
so-
of the line.
Yeah. So what happens
That's
is
good,
Johnny looks at the flask from Revan and then just grabs
The
it.
glass.
Yeah, the glass, and just kind of double takes 2 glasses, one mouth opens widely. So, who's drinking the whiskey con safe, if you will?
I will, after casting Detect Poison / Disease, just habits die hard.
Julie will go ahead and pick up her glass and kind of inspect it visually, and as she does, cast Prestidigitation to make it nice and frosty.
I'd say the glass that of the cocktail I made shows a skull and crossbones that says evil.
You do you. I see. Quite
That looks silly.
expensive with magic as well.
Oh yeah. I'm a paladin. Don't worry too much. I have some magic at my disposal.
Okay, this.
Second one aboard then.
So he takes con save. What's the con? I guess.
Oh, that's a con. Okay.
No, I'm rolling. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
get the
roll.
DC still.
Roll.
Uh,
Oh,
Got
God.
a 2 on my check. I totally got a 2. What is this? What are the luck?
Oh my God.
Wow.
undead
Double
fortitude.
To put in
Double
perspective,
2s.
put in perspective, none of you succeeded yet.
Hmm.
Gen.
Oh no,
Gen's off
I know
first
what's
level.
gonna happen, so I'm not
Not drinking.
participating. Nah, I'm like, somebody's gonna have to be the sober one.
I guess I'll take.
We don't
you
need a
off.
driver, but still, thank you.
Zan fails it. So who else drinking?
I look at Julie. Another.
Get down the first one first. Like I said, Lecter isn't sitting at the counter. He's standing behind you two.
I'm not drinking. I'm serving.
Okay. Gen, are you drinking?
Gen currently isn't here.
He's just watching, I guess.
He's AFK.
Yeah.
It's a drop out from.
Julie will
I'll be back.
Julie will turn and look at both the Terrys in front of her. It's nothing. Put it down.
Goes. Yeah.
I slide my cocktail over to Julie.
Second round.
Attempt this. Actually, I slide one over to each of them.
Kind of raises his eyebrow, looks over at Lecter. If this is poison.
It's not.
It has a skull on it, and you're saying it's not poisoned.
Wait, what?
Depending on who you ask.
Oh, sorry.
You just said that your glass had like a skull on it.
No. That's with a detect poison.
Ah.
This is type poison. That's not a good sign. That's not. It doesn't help your case.
Alcohol is poison.
Yes.
Yep.
It just.
But this is only for the strongest of wills.
I swear, like
So it's
last
the
time.
thing that
Hey,
Johnny gave you.
Hey, at least Zan survived it.
No. Oh, do you mean your stuff? Yeah. Zan
Yeah.
survived your stuff. But Zan didn't survive whatever Johnny just handed out. Continuing
Well-
on. Terry.
Wait, is that
first
try
question.
my one?
Are we
think
still standing?
I think we're still going for.
No, you're good. You don't feel anything different.
I think we're still going for
Yes.
the original glass first. We haven't finished that one yet. We can't move on.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
still doing the first class.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're scared.
This one's
Alright.
going to be a tad stronger than what you're drinking, I think.
What's the fun in the competition if it ends too quickly, mate?
Okay, this will be for the final round. We'll say.
Julie holds too stubborn, then for sure. I have a feeling he'll drop out before that. He just stares. Julie.
Bottoms up, and I'll warm his before he can take a sip.
Yerk!
Yeah. So, Ken, from your perspective,
Oh no.
everybody around the bar, they seem to be having a good time, but whenever they speak in a language you don't comprehend. Like everyone, even Ravan, who hasn't drank anything.
And you doing okay? I'm not asking that. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I think Jin's having a stroke.
Huh?
I think Chin's having a stroke
Why?
in character.
What?
Oh.
Because he can't understand us anymore.
I
Oh,
have
he's-
the ring.
Oh.
The ring.
Oh yeah, you
The
can't
ring that allows me to hear everything,
Yes,
baby.
yes. That's the point. You don't understand anything. So either
Welsh.
they're speaking in some language, or they're absolutely fucking just talking gibberish, and you don't comprehend this.
Talking.
That's even without drinking the shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Continuing on.
Continuing on. We've taken our second chug of or shot. I don't know how these are being served serving wise.
Oh. Wait, is the drink causing everyone to speak Texan?
That would honestly be really funny.
I have a feeling that's just basic Norn.
No.
So,
Okay, so
Eric's,
I
what's going on?
I would like everybody to roll me another con save except for Ken.
Well, I don't-
Revan, Ken, yeah, you do it.
Wait, I have to roll a con save?
Yes.
Dude.
Hey,
Nat 20.
Oh God.
One moment. Wait, why do I have charisma? Wait, for some reason I've got a third saving throw. Proficiency.
So that's a your character sheet problem.
I don't know what's
Julie,
going on
nice
there.
rolls.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Still didn't succeed.
Again, roll
Okay,
me two con saves because you missed the first one.
Drinking. Don't worry, we're not dying.
Oh,
Nearly 20.
I don't know if I want to.
You
So-
have to drink, Jen.
So
Just to make fun of her competition.
You know, like I always feel like first. Like I'm always out.
You're just like sipping on a drink on the sideline, not competitively drinking.
There is also a glass of the blackest liquid you have ever seen.
yeah. So
Let's see.
just Ken, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. So yeah,
And I will
Yes,
be the only.
yes, I know. I know, Lecter.
And I'll be the
no.
only one to remember it.
No. So so Ken, what you're basically seeing is as everybody's like just having a discussion, just like trading drinks. You see Johnny is now like looking what seems to be his breast, even though there's nothing, and he's like starts to like quietly count down for something. And then as soon as like the last 5 seconds clock in, and all of a sudden everybody around him, except for Lecter and Julie, just fucking drop on the ground asleep. Revan, you're also passed out.
Ah,
And then you see Ken. You're like Julie, and Lecter, Julie. You're conscious. You just see your comrade just fucking, just on the ground, and you see fucking John just fist bump the air, just like yes, still got it.
So, now
I'll
that
turn
this
to
has
Lecter.
continued.
They're all lightweights.
well, no, I hadn't drunk anything.
Still,
Man, that says
lightweight.
you're more lightweight than anything.
You didn't even need to drink to pass out.
No, it's whatever he gave us is.
Pass out from the fumes.
Revan, you're passed out. You can't talk.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Lightweights, one way or
He's
another. This
and
group
I'm like-
is
Oh,
creative. Still,
I said, tell you this, it reminds me of a good old celebration at noon.
Oh, well. Since everyone else is asleep. How are you doing? I'm sorry, what was your name again?
like that.
Lecter. Lovely to meet you.
Julie, was it?
Yes, I am the great Julie de Silva. The honor is all yours.
Noted. It's always fascinating to get to know people from different places where they're incredibly famous.
Oh, yes, I actually come from the coastal town of Bluestone. I'm not sure if you've heard of that, maybe?
Is that part of this world?
I mean, I would imagine it's part of this world.
It
I'm
is a
honestly not
question
even
that
sure.
needs to be asked every single time. Just saying, out of the maybe, what would we estimate? Like 100 people in this room? Less than 10% are native to this plane.
Oh, well, that's mildly disappointing. So they don't know my music.
If you're a musician, I'm sure that kind of fame can be earned.
I will pull out my shadow violin and put on a semi-drunken performance for these people.
oh no.
While they're all asleep.
I'll buy.
Wasn't there like other people not near us that didn't
Yeah.
pass out?
Yeah, there's
I'm here.
yeah, there's like good like 40 or so people who are eating, drinking, but just just mind your own business, not really, I guess, startling you or interrupting you. You see, most of your brothers, Lecter, have also made back to the tavern, except for your eldest.
Because of size limitations.
Yes.
Alright, well, let me introduce these people to some class, and I will pull out my shadow violin and start playing one of my songs.
Okay.
Should
So,
I do perform?
do performance.
Okay, just making sure.
Performance check.
That's gonna be great. Oh my god, holy. Oh.
That's one hell of a performance that a lot of people didn't hear.
Oh.
Well
God.
then.
Julie fucking De Silva does not have a bad day on the violin.
Apparently fucking so. So. Oh my fucking god! I don't have a good song for this. Oh god, I did not prepare for this.
Music choice isn't good enough. Stop.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. I don't have much violin music. Goddamn. Oh boy.
It's just
Sterling.
No, the copyright. Fucking just the brain. Let's see. You know what? You know what? Let's go with this back. You know what? You know, let's go with this. So, you know what? Yeah, let's go for this one. This is there a good one? No.
May I recommend something?
Sure. Let's hear it. Drop it.
I don't know your music style, Julie, but this could be something along those lines.
Sure, that will work. So, Julie, something new about your violin. So, to put in perspective, Julie's violin, it seems to be made of purplish wood and overgrown with violent tumors all over it, even on the main strings. But, as Julie begins to play, the tumors kind of almost submerge into the wood itself, leaving the strings open. And as Julie pulls on the strings, there's this basis of purplish shadow that kind of sprung from the floor and kind of surrounds her about maybe 2.5 feet above ground. You got everybody's attention, Julie. Like oh so many times before, but this crowd is different. An unusual crowd. As people stop whatever they are doing, they're just gonna observe you. Even all of the brothers, like, they're also observed, stopping their conversations. So, listen, I don't even know how to say. Let's just say, once you finish, you get a standing ovation by everyone, even fucking Johnny, who's half high and drunk. And also, Electra, you can see that Zvita also just opens the door violently, just walks in, and just kind of stares at Julie. As the performance eventually ends. And
That was surprisingly well timed.
yes. And let's just say that
I am going to need the 10 most beautiful people in the room to give me wisdom saving throws. Also, let's toss one at Johnny. Hell, toss one at Lecter too, just for the shit of it.
Heh.
You jerk.
Wait, I'm unconscious, so would I immediately fail?
fail, yeah.
Considering
I
yourself one
believe-
of the most beautiful. Heh.
Minus the scars, yes.
The pride, the ego must fit in for Julie.
Minus the scars and the prosthetic eye, yes.
It's a lot to excuse.
Well,
Oof!
got me for today, Julie.
No!
Yeah. Let's see. Does it work? Why does it not work? Give me a second.
Actually, that's a good question, Eric. Okay, so he pointed out 2 people and then said the 8 most beautiful people in the room.
Yes.
Who qualifies for the 8?
Okay, does Julie consider Terror or Gen beautiful?
Oh, I don't need to use it on Gen or Terry.
Okay.
Or me.
Thank you.
So.
I mean, thank
Yeah,
you, but that didn't answer the question.
So the
Thank
the
you, but
DC
F you.
is the DC is probably what's the DC that they need to beat?
32.
Oh yeah, everybody fucking fails.
GG.
Shot him, my boy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got the crowd clapping, cheering, saying your name, even though they don't know your name, which is odd. It's kind of creepy.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
They're like,
Broke my
we
heart
think
now.
Julie. We think. You hear someone saying Julia.
Someone slightly off. Julie the Gold.
Juliana. I think it's Julie Copper, Silver, Platinum. Platinum Seeds.
More of a bluish tint.
Oh, Terry, I'm missing out on all of this spectacular.
Yeah. The fact that half the party is asleep is amazing about this.
I also think Svith is jealous. Why
Could
else does
imagine
she
that.
seem? Why else does she seem ridiculously mad?
She
Appreciation of art. Not that difficult to grasp.
I'll be kind this time, and even though I have them charmed, I won't do anything with my charms today.
ooh.
Potential there. Yeah, let's not anger the
Boom.
people that's hosting us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just once your performance finished. Wait a second. Okay, anyway.
Quick question, do I notice that happening?
Notice what's happening.
It's completely
A
subtle.
charm being done?
Yeah. It
Literally
goes unnoticed. Period.
Hmm.
That's part of the enthralling performance.
Oh boy.
There might have
Even
been
if they
something to pick up
succeed, they
on
have
if
no
you start
hint of
making
being
people do
charmed.
stuff.
Huh?
But,
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to piss off the people who are in the giant flying ship and can easily do this.
So, once the performance is actually over, Lecter, who's more or less been standing behind you, actually applauds you for the performance. I can definitely see as to why you are a local celebrity, where you come from.
local celebrity.
The
The
local.
insult. The accidental jab.
The passive aggressive.
Oh my
Her
god.
eye will twitch a little bit, and she'll turn and smile. Thank you. Thank you.
I've seen many talents on our way through here, and yours definitely goes in the same category.
Well,
From across the room, say, "Do you do weddings?"
do you do it? That's perfect.
Oh my god, that's a good position.
The insult.
I'm not
It's a
sure
good
if you
thing.
could afford me for your wedding, but if you could, gladly.
You could pay for it.
It's out of curiosity, what kind of price would need to be paid?
Well, I mean, my last performance was 10,000 gold a night.
We could hire you for multiple years in a row if we wanted to.
You can see the
Damn,
dollar
it's-
signs in her eyes.
Damn, it's like slap at your pride. Julie's like dollar sign.
Yeah.
Bad cop, good cop.
I'm
is a
kind of
single
sorry
person.
about this, but I absolutely enjoy the passive-aggressive version of Lecter right now. It's just so much fun for me.
It's like he's like insulting, but Julie's just like she doesn't get it, so she's just soaking it up. Like, yeah.
Still, on a different side note, that magic, the combination of magic and performance, we've seen others like you before. Not to this extent. There's divine magic at play, is there?
I'll kind of narrow my eyes for a second. What magic are you speaking of? That was just the magic of my performance.
Let's not kid ourselves. We all know divine talent if we see it.
I want to see a deception and wisdom check here.
Well, I always appreciate such great compliments. I believe I do have divine talent.
Interesting. So far, I've only seen it once on a great artisan. Legendary blacksmith. Capable of making weapons worthy of gods. And the songs you can compose, well, certainly fall in the same category.
Well, thank you.
Maybe at some point. I plan on teaching some of my students about the bardic magics. And I'm still looking for a great example. The last one we had recently got lost in the ship, so...
Your brother is a child of Mystra. Are all of you on a similar level of magic prowess?
Not directly. We take different forms.
Well,
Some of my brothers prefer
you
the
could-
more martial side of the world, and there are no armies better than us.
How about you? Are you in the mythic arts or the mystic arts, or are you more martial yourself?
Apparently, I've dabbled in the martial in the past, but at least my current life focuses on the arcane.
Oh. Well, I believe we can make a deal. I can teach your students some bardic magics, and you can maybe teach me. I'm dabbling in wizardry myself.
Oh, really? Yeah, my students are still at the beginning. Basic magic, standards, things everybody should be able to learn, but coming from different worlds, they take interesting shapes.
Oh, certainly.
It's at least interesting to see that we got more people of arcane and divine talents aboard.
Oh, well, it has been a long day for us, and as you can see, the young ones took it out. We should probably get to bed and continue this conversation in the morning, maybe?
Preferences for sleeping quarters? Personal, group, private?
I prefer larger, softer beds. Enough to fit, maybe another one or two people.
For no particular reason.
Lecter's left eye flickers for a second, then just continues glowing normally. I'll see you out. In the meantime, I raise like my right hand. There's a slight like glimmer on my fingers, and behind you can see how Gen and Terry are raised into the air.
Well, that certainly beats me dragging them to bed.
Dragging someone behind yourself is primitive. What do we
How
have the
much can
arcane
you lift
arts
that
for?
stuff?
Depends. How much can you do with strength 28?
Ah. Alright, that's probably fine then.
Since we have some spectators, you two are currently resting inside the palm of Bigby's hand. Anyway, dragging you guys behind me, more or less. Follow me, Julie. I'll lead you to the quarters.
Oh, thank you. I will follow.
And since there have been specifications, I will not send you guys into the private suites. Instead, I'll open one of the doors to the side. Specifically, a room that has been previously occupied by someone involving honey. But instead of actually opening the door to the room behind it, I produce a small platinum key. And said key opens the door to a room that's way bigger than it should be. Since you've dabbled in the arcane before, you should be easily capable of seeing magic at work. Yeah. Like this, Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion has a personalized suite for 3 individual rooms. More simplistic but still eloquent quarters for Terry and Gen, and a bit closer to what you asked for you, Julie.
I will hop in the bed and sprawl out across the whole thing and just smile.
Just like a cat.
Before he does a chat on the ship that does something like that.
Good point. Yeah.
Change your Shelby.
Ready loading the rifle.
I'm unconscious, remember?
Yeah, that's the good thing. Yeah.
You won't see it coming then.
Oh god.
Yeah. You guys are knocked out. Julie has taken her place in her bed. You do you. I close the door behind you three. It can still be opened to get back out. But I'm leaving you private space. Shortly after, I command my copy, like the two, to guard the entry door and send me a message if anything happens. So
I will go ahead
realistically
and set
speaking,
alarm from my end.
Bell on our doors.
imagine this is. I just imagine this being like a normal wooden door, but it's armed to the teeth on both sides by completely different forces.
Yeah.
It's like a rocket launcher pointed at the door, but just on both sides.
Oh god.
Well,
If
Revan's
anybody
just
opens
sleeping in
that
the
door,
doorway.
it's going to be terrible. Yeah. So,
After leaving the room, you see me leaning against the hallway. So what do you think of our new compatriots here?
it's nice that they brought Palax along. As to what need to think of them, not too sure. There's 2 things I'm worried
Ask
about.
me, the tall one, the one that doesn't seem all there, seems like the one we need to keep an eye on, as well as whatever the heck that bard was.
Definitely. An interesting force. Certainly of the more powerful kind. We'll keep an eye on them. If they they approach us, maybe they can test their mettle tomorrow on the island.
We'll see.
As for now, a guard is at the door, and I think we should all get some rest. I don't actually know. How's your day been so far? I spent most of the time underwater.
It's been fine. Same old, same old.
Hearing you talk about weddings seems to include that you're getting closer to the final preparations.
Still need to talk with Lena about it.
I'd assume that's the most important person in this.
Mm-hmm.
Can definitely recommend something already. I think it's going to be quite a big deal under which deity you marry. That might get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nudge from me there.
After a little bit of silence, like, oh, good night. Get some shit done tomorrow.
By whatever time it is. Yeah. Yeah. By the end of it, we're just leaving to our individual rooms. I just realized we didn't pick up Ravan.
Yeah, I'm still crumpled
Ravon
on
just
the.
minute.
I'm still crumpled on the
It's not
floor
exactly
behind
the one we need to worry about.
I'm so sorry.
Somewhere,
The owl bear's made his way onto his lap.
no. Somewhere out there, all of a sudden, the drunk and passed out Ron is getting picked up by nothing, and then you see like just the silhouette of Timora.
Oh god!
So, question, lecture, Ken. It's about like 10 past 30. It's like anything you wish to do. One final thing before going off, or
Sure. Let me start another spell.
I'm going to wake up tied to a chair, bound and gagged, and with just like a swinging overhead light bulb.
Okay,
And
where
the
is
song
it?
gets hip to B square.
Yeah, you didn't. I didn't know Vorm's girlfriend was dating you.
There we are. Damn. I'd be starting work on another spell I'm interested in.
oh,
Lectus Mental Hotwire.
Oh no.
I'm kind of getting annoyed by the fact that Timora refuses to talk openly about what's going on. And I kind of want to listen in.
I know.
No.
Divination magic, you choose the level. A way to access either message, sending, or telepathic communication in general.
Ooh.
The spicy spell.
For how long?
2 more hours for today, and then
No. For how long?
Leaving.
You tell me. Okay, first of all, roll an intelligence check. Second one, for
The
how
spell
long?
duration.
Yeah.
I'd say a minute.
Okay.
Wait, actually,
Make it upcastable.
yeah, that's
Well, no,
debate for later.
It's going to be a high level spell to do.
Yeah, I realized I forgot some standard stuff that I usually do, but whatever. Yeah, fox cunning. But yeah, too late for that now.
Back while I figures out this.
So, roll me Arcana check.
Okay, standard rules. I cast skill empowerment on myself for this.
Yeah.
28.
We've got the basis of what you want to do, but you don't get nowhere close to completing it. So I guess everybody goes to bed. So let me see, because I know who's gonna wake up first. I know who's gonna wake up first.
Oh no.
Let's see. Do I have proper music for this? No, I don't. Wow, great, excellent.
Not prepared for this kind of stuff. How
Am
unprofessional.
Yeah, how would I know that this is gonna happen? Let's see. You know what? Fuck it, let's keep it the same. So, Revan,
It's Skyrim.
my boy,
Oh no. Where am
you
I?
are woken up in your bed.
Oh, good.
You're neatly tucked in. As you move, you realize that you're bound by lines, but not severely, because you feel they have been, I guess, purposely wilted away, so you can get them out. But additionally, feel something very heavy and very squishy above you, but under the blanket.
I just carefully and slowly lift the
Slide of hand check, if you will.
slave head. Okay.
Sleight of hand. What did I just walk back into?
Under the covers.
Professionalism.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
18.
As you carefully just lift up the just to see what's under you, you see a large fucking snake wrangled around like your chest and below in just like this pile, and you assume maybe it's like 16 feet long and maybe a feet or so wide, though it doesn't feel as heavy as you would think this would be, and it seems to be just asleep. Its head facing towards you, and you see these two massive fangs that are slightly protruding through the mouth as it's asleep.
Okay. Well. Where is this? Here it is. I destroy. I'm gonna have to in order to get out of this because I doubt I'll be able to shimmy my way out without waking us. I just cast blink and essentially teleport.
Where are you blinking?
I only move 10 feet whenever I use it, so I just move out of the grip of the snake and into the middle of the room.
Okay. Oh, in the middle of the room. All of a sudden, you just hear as you blink, you just hear a plop. And then all of a sudden, you're just looking at your bed, you see the head just slightly raised above the sheets. And just kind of looks around and looks at you. Its mouth slightly gapes open. And then proceeds slowly but surely slide towards your location. What are you gonna do, Revan?
Since blink is still active, I just poof again and out the door.
Okay. Are you gonna close the door behind you, or are you gonna just... Oh.
No, I'm in the ethereal plane, meaning I pass straight through the door and I'm on the other side of it without
Okay.
opening it.
Okay. Fine. You just hear this soft hissing from the other side of the door. And you realize that there's this sudden impact against the door, like something heavy is leaning against it.
Now I cancel blink. Why did I have to piss off the one Fey brother?
So,
I'll see if I can get one of the new people to go open the door for me.
sending messages like.
But yeah, you see, one by one, all of you wake up after your long rest. Terry, you, like a child, just wake up just in a place that you didn't pass out in. Same with Gen. Yeah. As you're in this nice big room with a giant bed in the middle. No major like basic furniture, but I guess very well done furniture. But the room is superbly clean. Like nobody has lived here before or has any. Like it's brand new, in terms of condition. And yeah, you're left to your own devices.
So you know that book?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pick it up and like start reading it and then kind of walk outside as I'm reading.
Revan, my boy.
Not even checking for traps? Dangerous.
Revan,
Yes. Yes.
you as you blink out and you're like, fuck, I maybe need to open up someone. You see Terry just bust through a door just 20 feet next to you and just with a book in hand.
Morning.
Morning. So it appears someone put a giant snake in my room.
Oh. Had to kill it?
No. The thing's got pretty large fangs. I've got minimal armor. You're in full plate. Can you help?
Want me to restrain it or remove it or kill it? What do you want?
Remove it, please.
Alright. He starts walk. He like closes the book and puts it in a bag of holding to his side. Goes to pick up the snake.
Well, I open the door cheerfully and just.
The snake just fucking. Give me a second. I have the fucking. This is what basically happens. You just open up, slide the door, just plop. And then the snake slyly looks at you, Ravan, and then begins to just make its way. Not like super fast, but just kind of just makes its way towards you, slings its body towards you. How would you like to react? Or just gonna revolt out? How's Sarah gonna react to this?
I still wanted to grab it from the back of its head.
Back of its head, okay.
That's what I'm trying to do at this point.
I mean, Bremen, question: are you gonna just blink, run?
No, I'm just waiting for him to do something, as in like Terry grabbing it.
Oh! In that
Standing
case,
bait.
just roll me a sleight of hand, Terry.
Sleight of hand. All right.
Wouldn't this be animal handling?
No, sleight of hand, because this. Okay. Oh God. Wait a minute. Give me a second. I actually thought I might not need to roll, but oh my God! Holy shit! Okay, so what you see?
I've had crappy rolls. I've gotten like
Terry,
3 twos out of 4.
You're like this is just a normal thing. I can just grab. You try to grab. All of a
Exactly.
Sudden, all of a sudden, the whole body just kind of shifts to the side. And Revan, the snake just slides towards you and just slides up your fucking leg. Like it doesn't bite you or anything, it just slides, just kind of goes to your right leg, just kind of curls up against and just starts just climbing you like a tree.
Little help. It's...
Alright, sure. I use the I'm gonna use the command spell.
Oh my God. What does it need to roll?
I believe
Wisdom or charisma?
I'm pretty sure it's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
I have command, so I can tell you.
26!
That passes, actually.
Oh my God! So
wait, actually, what the heck is this snake?
No.
Like who's what snake god did you piss off?
No, not snake god. Faye.
We were talking
we
about
should have said that
interesting
first.
pets inside this group earlier, right?
yeah. So here's the thing. Ravan,
Yeah.
the snake goes around your right leg, just 3 times around your torso, and just comes behind your back to your left side. Are you just doing anything, saying anything, just staring at
I
it?
was,
Looking at me
I was
expectantly.
hoping Terry could deal with it. Apparently not.
Yeah, he just
Snake is built different. I can't help it.
yeah. Like I just imagine Terry like try to grab it, the body just slightly moves, and it just points at the snake and says stop, but nothing happens.
It's just, it's just like.
Okay. Gen and Kendall, you make it out of the rooms, and you see the snake.
I just
One thing I
look
would-
at.
One stupid fun side note. Remember what I said about Lecter leaving his double
Uh-huh.
next to the door? Said simulacrum has just been watching the entire thing unfold and has been having a conversation with the original Lecter using message.
Yeah.
So I'm up to date.
Yeah. And so Ravan, the snake is like its head is slightly smaller than yours, but it's curled up behind your back into your it's kind of slightly resting on your left shoulder. Is there anything you want to say, do? Because
Wait, it's on my left shoulder, right?
Yes, left shoulder.
Where the scar is.
Yes.
This cannot be it. This cannot be how I unlock God power.
No.
Probably not. Probably not.
It's kind
I
of
don't just random snakes, man. It's not usually a good
It's
thing
not
to
a
do.
random. It's not a random stage.
yeah, but is there any interaction you want to do, or just gonna wait and see what happens?
I am internally screaming.
I
Alright,
want to look
I'm
at
gonna-
Terry and be
I'm
like, "What the hell did
Okay,
you do?"
So
Help!
At
the
this
snake,
point.
the snake slightly.
You guys require assistance.
No, Julie, you're still asleep. Shut up.
Shut up. Sleepy Julie.
So the snake slightly twirls or twists its head towards your face, Ramon, and you hear a voice in your head. A feminine voice, actually.
I know.
Good morning, sleepyhead. I hope you had a wonderful night.
Wait, when I look at the snake, does it look like it's not? Can I see it? What it really?
Okay, roll a nature check. Again.
What did it do to me last night?
A nature. I
What
mean,
did I do last night?
I do have the truth. So, is this a shape change?
Yeah, no, Revan, you had a freaky night with that thing. I don't know what you were doing in the bar with it, but we all had to just shove you into the room together.
Oh, +1. Okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
Ravon, any
Here-
response?
Terry's just looking at you, kind of confused at the moment. Is the snake back?
Yeah,
Good.
the snake
Look.
kind of stops its pursuit, I guess, up Revan as soon as it kind of reaches the shore, kind of slightly looks at you.
when she did that, that's my face.
Yeah,
That's my
you-
face when he says I did something.
Alright, that's
Stick
no
talking
good.
to him.
But, if this is this is a druid or a
Fuck
shape
you.
changer, I can see it.
So what's
All right. At this point, I kind of look over and decide enough is enough, and going to use the command
Like-
spell again with the meta magic.
I'm like, Terry,
I-
wait a minute. I
It's over
don't
for a
think that's
second.
a snake.
Not.
yeah. So
Open up.
so I mean,
If you're dealing with another person and isn't trying to kill you, that's your problem. He puts his hand down. I'm gonna get some
Yeah,
breakfast.
I do have the true sight, so I can see people's true form.
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, Gen, You see
Oh,
an
no.
eloquent elven woman, maybe in her early 30s, late 20s by the looks, long crimson hair, eyes full glowing jade, that seems to be just kind of leaning against, like, buddy against Ravan, head on the shoulder where the snake is, and seems to be just, even though she is an elf, when she like slightly opens her mouth, a snake's tongue can be seen.
Oh.
She's just very amusingly just looking at his reaction.
So you're giving Revan the Fey girlfriends. Okay.
I'm not giving you anything you didn't see yourself.
So, yeah. When Terry tries to like go to do the command, I just like hold a hand up to Terry and I'm like, no, leave it alone. It's not
Right.
our concern.
Alright, Overlord. Trust you.
Right.
So yeah, Terry walks by and then walks just walks around and then goes out to get food.
Why do I feel violated?
Yeah, you just leave the poor ASMR to fend himself with the
Hey,
snake.
look! My date looked very much like this. This is normal for Terry.
This is normal for us. We're used to this.
I shit you not. Every single person from the other kid pay literally looks at Ravan and just goes, first time.
Have you not seen Vorum's girlfriends?
You're not saying
This is tame.
exactly. Okay.
It's not like we walked in on another torture session. This is tame. This is.
If this is the worst that happens, you're fine.
Yeah, so Terry walks out the room, and he just waves his hand on the back, like, "Good luck,
Julie,
have a nice day."
Julie, you fucking wake up. You like open your door widely, and like you see Terry and again pass just casually, and then you see just a fucking giant ass snake on Revan.
Just walk past Julie and I'm like, seems like you got a little competition in the reptile division.
Oh my god.
That's a sentence.
This'll help.
You're just watching all this go down. Poor Griffin.
It's still wrapped around me.
I mean, you can move, but it would be slower. It's not like gripping you. You can't. It's like,
Yeah, I'd rather not have the snake coiled around me.
but just do say something to them. It's literally half a minute past. You're literally just staring at it, just like, what the fuck did I do?
I'll
So
turn to
Snake
it again.
Revan, come on, take your meds.
Is there any particular reason we're not helping him?
It's his girlfriends, I think. Or
I think it's either it's a Vorum situation, is what I say.
Stop saying that. It's not.
Oh.
What?
Oh, so she's just hugging him. Okay, and I'll keep
Yeah.
walking.
Like, yeah.
Let go of me, you stupid snake.
Yeah.
Lecter, you just see Timora approach you. Just as you're wherever you are, just approaches you and says, "Pretty funny, isn't it?" Oh yeah, that's also Timora.
It is a weird thing to say. Sorry, what?
That is also Timora, by the way. Her name is also Timora.
Ah, wait! For fuck's sake!
Wait,
Yes!
Wait, no. The snake is
That
also
me-
Timora.
Yeah, no, it's two independent ones. Because there's Archfey Timora, and then there's Archfey Timora. And Archfey Timora is my brother. And then there's Archfey Timora, apparently the snake. Which means you're genuinely getting an Archfey GF.
Oh my
Good on
god!
you.
Why are you saying that? It's like,
Congrats, dude.
You're getting the right approach. Oh my god, you got a GF. Okay, so Revan, what are you gonna do?
Eugene.
I remember my first day on the battlefield.
Man, it's like all three of us just walk away as the snake is.
Look, we were friends with Vorum. This is fun.
I'm missing the context. The fact that this is a fae. I thought it was just.
Yeah. So
I whispered in my ear, and now I'm freaking even. Well, no, essentially whispered in my mind, and I'm freaking out even more.
Revan's being traumatized over here.
We
so
we
sorry
have
for
been
your
we're desensitized to all of this.
okay.
Julie's ears
Okay.
will perk up at Archfey and kind of look back and move faster away.
Okay. Revan, you get another whisper in your mind, a message. I thought you assassins revered snakes for their guile and subterfuge. Use their poisons.
Am I able to reply?
You can
Yes.
attempt?
I'm
Awesome,
gonna
now.
attempt to reply in my mind. I'm not that kind of assassin.
So what do you
The only
use?
person still in the hallway with you is the simulacrum of Lecter that's patiently watching.
And me. I'm silently laughing.
The simulacrum has just hit record.
Yeah, that is in fact correct.
Oh my god.
To be more
Next
specific,
on TMZ.
I just fucking imagine one eye
Uh,
shuts off and
no,
another
wait,
just
no, wait.
starts blinking red.
Yeah. Oraxis, this is a bit of a weird question, but
Oh.
could I specifically send a message to Pablo to ask him to record the camera of this specific corridor?
He tells you, what the fuck are you even watching? It's also he composed himself. It will be safe for about a year.
Thank you. This is not for me. This is for him.
This is for a friend.
Like I didn't straight up use snake poison in order to kill people.
Still,
They
you
don't
use
know that.
poisons. You used sharp.
Oh no, end of the line was completely different.
You see the snake roll its eyes.
Which is really difficult.
Yeah.
Making this. He's just like Wolverine.
Man, it's weird. I'm sitting
Honestly, you sound like a boar, honestly. I'm sorry that I interrupted. And all of a sudden you see the snake just enthusiastically just unwraps itself and just slithers away. And it just vanishes.
Dang, that's bad. Just like,
Like,
You're
dude,
not worthy, Prey.
your brother is an asshole.
Happens. That is a genuine response.
Okay. You see
You hear an audible slap in the direction of Kendov. He has face palmed hard.
I'm just saying, Lecter, you just hear just a massive laughter spasm from Tamora, and then you message in your mind from Tamora, oh, he fucking blew it. Ah.
If he was attempting to set me up with a date, he did it the wrong way.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Still.
That seems pretty normal to me, honestly.
I hope-
On my first date, I punched the girlfriend multiple times.
We're not here to talk about domestic violence.
What? No, it was mutual.
yeah, they were
That
hitting
is
each
still domestic violence.
It was a mutual punching. Come on.
Hey, it's not domestic if they were not the boyfriend girlfriend before.
Good point. In that
was
case,
right.
it's
Yeah,
literally
that-
just...
Fine.
That's what led.
It's just
Fine.
assault. There's just assault.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's just a
That
little
was
like
the
violent.
catalyst. That's what started the relationship, was them punching each other in the face.
It was a glorious date.
Okay.
I'll leave you to it.
So
Yeah, like the
everybody-
Timora are currently sitting in like the main area for food.
Yeah. You see, Tamora is just generally disappointed.
Finally walk up to Revan after trying
His
not to
Revan's-
say. Well, that's a way to start your morning, isn't it? Too bad you
No.
blew it, bro.
What?
She's totally hitting on you, mate.
The snake.
That one ain't no regular snake, man.
Wait, are we all in the same area?
No,
No.
you walked away.
Yeah, still in the
Ken.
hallway.
We're walking away. I'm laughing at a character now.
Okay.
Come on, the thing talked. It's not. I don't think it's. You don't think it's
It
you.
talked in my
It's-
mind. You didn't hear any of it.
No, never mind then. I
the
still figured it
way
out.
she looked at you, she wanted you.
She wanted you, mate.
I was
Too bad you
tied,
blew it.
I was tied to my bed by vines with the snake on top of me.
Oh, kinky.
That sounds like
Doesn't
a crazy
discriminate.
night that she wanted to have.
And I don't remember getting into the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Even more
You,
kinky.
The
you
last
got-
thing the last thing I remember was everything going fuzzy in the bar, and then
Okay, okay, Lecture.
Oh, you mean you don't remember?
As you're chilling just with Timora just all of a sudden sighs. I know. You tried your best. No need to be upset. And then all of a sudden you see the green shade manifests to the side and reveals what seems to be just an archfey to Timora's side, who looks kind of down a bit and a bit frustrated, rubbing her temple.
So, you must be Timora then.
Yeah, I'm Timora. Timora points at itself.
I'm specifically looking at the woman.
I am also Timora. Well, Timora, it was fun, but I gotta go. I got some business in the court to settle. This was a very nice side thing. Thank you for inviting me, but and then she kind of just nods and pets Timora on the head. Timora just nods. Your brother Timora nods, and the archfey just disappears into a swarm of butterflies and just starts flying out. So,
On my way to the mess hall, what's my chance of getting lost here?
not actually not even that high, because there's stuff written in common everywhere.
there's just a map on the wall. You are here.
With my orb
You
of
are
direction,
here.
that will be great help.
You are here. These people are over here.
I'm a bit traumatized by shopping. Yeah, no, I guess I'll make my way there fine then.
This is where everyone's located. Here, here, and here.
The map actually is 4-dimensional, just so you know.
4-dimensional or 3-dimensional?
4-dimensional.
Crap, I'm gonna get it lost, aren't I?
You end up in a different plane of existence.
She actually accidentally gets lost in the alcohol room.
He opens a door and it just leads to the astral plane.
Always. Yeah.
But
It's a 3-dimensional map, go ahead.
yeah. So I'm
Should
guessing
be
I make my way
manageable.
there fine.
Yeah.
Kind of scout out the area for people that I'm familiar with.
Mainly,
So not many people.
This ship mainly has humans, and a lot of them actually.
I'm talking about like people like I met, like Lecter or Ken or.
Well, you saw Ken as you walked out after you left Ravan for himself, and then yeah. Also, do you spot just a swarm of butterflies that seem to go topside? You need to just ignore that.
I look over from where they're coming, and I'm guessing I spot Lecter there.
Yeah.
I'll go join him to eat something.
Joining me in an effort to eat something will lead in your starvation.
He does not know that.
Numbnuts.
Excuse me, he doesn't know what Warforged are. That's just really fancy armor.
That's a good point, yeah.
That is just really fancy armor to my friend Terry here.
I like this thinking. You're interesting.
Terry thinks in the third person.
Mhm.
But Terry thinks in the third persons. So
Terry thinks sometimes talks in the third person.
so yeah, no, Terry makes his way over to Lecter. So you get to eat.
Yes.
Rig.
There's a slight, like, tilt of the head, like a visible confusion. How much have you been informed about this job?
About 2 sentences, maybe 3.
Did those sentences include anything about bodily needs?
No. Actually, yes, but only for our friend over there, the, I guess he isn't here at the moment, your brother.
Mhm.
One that came
I
with
can
us.
assure you that most of the rules that apply for him also apply for us.
So you guys are just all liches? Or...
Ironically enough, in a weird sense, maybe. Not officially, not by definition, but in a certain sense, we are undead.
So exactly how did you get into that armor? Or is it kind of just like fitted itself over you?
Pulls his head off.
I'm legit considering that. Give me a second. Lecter stands up, grabs his chin, like, and just turns his head around 180 degrees. Like, he's looking at you again, but just body facing the other way.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just
you're not
so
here
you
with
know.
that out.
This is not a biological body anymore.
Biological. What, you made of gears or something?
I do not know the answer to that question.
I'm
Hey.
surprised he didn't even read a book. I wonder if he's been reading upside down.
So Terry kind of like, so yeah, do you eat gears then? Do you need a plate of metal? Do you eat just the plate? Or
I don't require any kind of sustenance at all, honestly.
oh, does that work?
I exist.
I
That's
get
about
that
it.
feeling. See, yeah, no, yeah, I don't twist my. I can't do that. He turns his head to the side. I can go like your deity maybe.
I'm told that other people can do that, but it's usually a one-time thing.
Right. The last time I had my head like dislocate like that's when I was executed, but that's a whole different story.
You've been executed before.
Yeah, head off and kind of pauses. It's not one of my most favorite memories. Eric's knowing full context.
I just walked into the room, summon my echo, and then break its neck. Just no.
See, I'm somewhat of a. We weren't kidding about a meat shield. I've taken the blows quite often for my party. I've died on several occasions. Honest, weirdly enough, never once been revived by someone else in my party. Just kind of got back up.
Meat shield. Interesting terminology.
But I've died no more times than I've time traveled, so it's not all that impressive in the adventuring life, I suppose.
Temporal adventurer and undying.
Yeah,
Quite a record list.
had quite the tiling back in the day, about what 1,700 years ago. Yeah. It's quite a while ago. Dragons don't travel with me anymore, though. I do like having my thoughts to myself for once. It's weird having people in your head,
You get used to it after some time. Once people start talking like this enough.
To an extent, but once you get possessed a few times, it kind of gets annoying.
Speaking from experience again, I can confirm that it is definitely unpleasant.
Yeah, apparently having your soul shattered is not a good indicator for stable self-control.
Have you ever considered writing a book about your life?
Sounds like a lot of
I'd have to write it for him.
Julie walking in with
Julie
tears.
just approaching with like a tray with breakfast.
Despite what you may think, I am very much literate, Julie. Just because I'm lacking most of my teenage life and young life memories does not mean I suddenly forgot how to read. Just missing a lot of stories, that's all.
You're pretty bad at reading the room, though.
Look, the difference
Walk
between
it.
not being able to read the room and then not caring to read the room.
Walking in behind Julie. Well, it seems like he's not the only one who can't read the room.
I mean,
Oh my.
I mean, I'm sure
Group
you.
looks a lot more
I'm sure you have.
specialized than ours.
Yeah, I mean, to put it simply here, we're somewhat specialized in Orwins. Julie's support. I'm the meat shield and murder specialist. And he points over to Gen. Gens are disposal specialist. Common sense reinforcement.
We've been thinking about our relationship as more of a business most of the time. And it's been serving us pretty well so far. These groups most often enforce a certain kind of acting. And that can lead to tensions. Limiting a cleric to resurrection and a bard to music can be both limiting and insulting.
To be fair here, none of us really chose this life. Most of us, I won't get into their stories, but since I'm technically legally no longer responsible or getting hunted down by law, I guess I can say it. I was a terrorist for a good portion of my earlier life. Or sad. So, and but these lots were more dragged into it. I was given divine direction to this job, but they were kind of just there.
The moment you said the thing about terrorist, like one of his eyes starts like jittering a bit again, and his hand, what's the word? Like cramps up a bit. Specifically the left hand, and yeah.
Eat
sorry,
oil or
continue on.
something? Eat oil
I've
there?
never required sustenance. I told you.
I was talking about more for like the clogged up gears, or I'm assuming that's what's. I won't ask. I don't know.
Honestly, it's all detachable anyway. Grab my middle finger, pull it out.
Right. I've detached fingers before, not willingly, but I've done it.
Yeah, the difference between you and me is that I can put them in without any difficulty again.
Luckily, Julie he kind of leans over to the side to get a clear eyesight. Luckily, Julie's reattached most of my missing limbs in one timeline or another.
So I can assume.
You're
have
welcome, I think.
Oh, sorry. Look. It was for a metaphor. It was very important at the time, but different timeline. Long story.
I mean, you fixed his finger. That's all I can remember.
To be fair, it served as a great sample test for blood for the parasite, but... What adventures have you been on? Kind of looks over at Lecter. Seems like you've caught quite the application here just around us.
All of you are quite different from the ones we've dealt with before.
I assume as much. Your universe being a bit more aligned.
Right.
Do you know where you are right now?
Not a clue.
On a floating fortress?
It's a ship to be exact. But the details of that are unimportant.
Last time I was on a ship, my life was
Geograph-
threatened. That'd be a joke, though.
That can be repeated if you ask for it.
Oh, goodness. I'll pass on that one. Also,
Yeah.
I'm sorry
thing
to
is-
interject here, though. I have to
Yeah.
ask, is the snake entanglement thing with the assassin boy normal, or...
It has been for the last few
See,
days.
Timora Timora vanished like good 10 seconds into this conversation, but all of a sudden you just hear like an audible metallic sigh. From all the, yeah.
Ah,
That's a common, Okay.
our retired god was quite the interesting dating taste as well. Come into a couple of her terrorist, not terrorist, sorry, interrogation. It's not pretty stuff, but you know, it's good at her job.
So you're a terrorist.
I'm sure that joke has been made before.
Okay.
I hope so.
Terry Terry puts his head down in a sigh. Terrorist, terrible,
Yes,
terrifying.
we made all the jokes. We've done.
I swear, it's almost as bad as the height jokes for Vorm.
Oh.
Well, you can't have a dwarf in the group and not make short jokes. Come on.
Now that he's a god, he
Correct.
can make himself whatever height he wants to be.
I think you'll fall short on that bit.
Good morning, Cam.
He throws like one of the utensils over at just like playfully just projectile.
You know, he catches that.
Yeah.
What's your deal? Looks over at Ken now.
Let's just say, if I decide to attack, you never see it coming. It'll be what we like to call a long-distance relationship.
Just make sure you put me down in one hit. Though that might not be enough either.
I'm pretty sure I have the tools to do that.
From what we currently can tell, our specialist here has range exceeding most artillery that we've seen so far.
Yes.
I think around this time, Riven's finally gained.
Finally making his way over.
A sharpshooter, huh?
Okay, so that was an unpleasant experience being violated by a snake.
Good morning, Robot.
Look, just
Looks over at you. Like,
yeah.
So is that a normal thing with you and the snake lady? It's like, does that happen?
Julie, is that what you do with Callie on your days off?
Is this a normal thing with shapeshifters? I look over at Julie.
Wait, what?
Only
Shapeshifter?
occasionally and only by request.
I am
Have you ever done it with-
genuinely confused by the term shapeshifter because all I knew was it was a snake.
Oh, that's right. You probably don't have divine vision, or what do they call it?
True sight.
True sight.
Sight. Right.
Okay, so what was it really?
You didn't realize what that? He's kind of like looking super like. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have gold vision.
Oh,
God,
well. I kind of look like.
it's a little
this
more
is-
intense.
Hand goes on your shoulder. It moved and acted too humanoid to be just a normal snake.
It wrapped around my leg.
Sorry, I have to
It
sing
also
Julie
caught-
transform into a
You
couple
also
animals.
noticed the dream eyes, though, right?
You couldn't tell how
Grow
it
up,
was
buddy.
batting its eyes at you. Right? Like I could clearly see it was batting its
I mean, look, I'll throw you a bone here, man.
It finally hits him.
I just imagine everybody's condoling Revan like you lost a good one.
Just like not even saying anything, just tilting the head down, looking at the table.
I let out the longest groan as I realized. I thought he was punishing me. He was apparently trying to set me up.
Oh.
It is.
I mean, look. If
I
it really gets bad, you can always revert time and then try again. I've done that before. It happens.
I just look at
Yeah.
Julie and kind of face palm, and I'm like, it's Vorm all over again.
I still don't get why he thought it was a good idea
Absolutely hopeless.
to disguise someone as a snake and then have them try and hit on me.
I'm gonna be honest here. If the girl didn't want to be a snake, she wouldn't have been a snake. It was probably her idea.
Well, considering Lecter's brother finds it hilarious, I think it was his intention.
Maybe.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Anyway,
Back to an initial point I was
You
making.
just get a message.
Okay.
You just get a message from Timoran saying, "Your companion here is as entertaining as a pile of dirt and half as useful."
Hey, all the passive aggressive slaps.
why do I suddenly feel personally insulted?
Hey, just sneeze. Just sneeze. It's the only response.
Yeah.
I just get a feeling of being personally insulted.
Yeah.
Terry, do you have your
you've just
helmet on?
been backhand.
Yeah, I will not be sharing that comment. I just shut off my eyes for a second and just continue on.
Also,
Julie-
you said you come back from the dead.
Yes.
Well, I have a means of completely erasing you from existence,
That's unfortunate.
so you can't
Anyways.
come back.
We've done
Oh,
that
hey,
before too.
that's-
Some things.
Well,
We
I
did that
don't
to
know.
we did that to a god, and this was his sword.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe
since
don't show
Paranama
that
had-
around.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
You
shiny.
have a god sword? Okay, wait, no.
I think,
Let's
No,
focus.
it's the opposite of shiny.
I think the third time I died, I was sent back by Paranama or something of the sort. So it was. I mean, I don't know what magic you have to overwrite that type
Okay,
of god
okay.
work, but
Folks, I kind of like if we can focus.
right. I'm sorry.
were-
We have.
You've come to the wrong place.
Well, can we get some info on what we're exactly doing before we drift off into?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Isn't one of your brothers here at the completely frozen solid island?
All right. To finally give you guys some info, the person that you're supposed to protect is part of a certain group. A group. I just imagined that was all of the brothers just doing that at the exact same time.
So only Timora is present in the tavern because what we're eating. All of a sudden, you see through the door is another familiar individual that looks like you, Lecter. Lecter, my boy. You see, similar looking like you, golden eyes, and instead of, and a lot more bushy than the rest of your brothers. He has this massive mane of short tendrils of just roots. They're basically growing out of his chest to make hair and facial hair.
Oh my god.
And wielding a massive quarterstaff. As he kind of walks in, looks around you, immediately eyes you, and kind of gives a sly nod.
Okay, so we didn't have to go looking for him.
Well, that saves us about a day of expedition. Hey there,
Man, I was
Rex. I get up from the table and just greet him formally.
Oh, brother. He kind of comes closer and gives you a hug. Oh, I missed you so much. How you been? Last time I saw you was in Cradle Rocks, before some shenanigans I heard happened. Good to see you.
Yeah, Crater Rocks was desecrated for a while.
Wait, were
then
you the guys?
Yeah, this
that
one
is a
that
conversation
we're
for
looking
later.
Yeah,
Terry,
that's
I
one
gotta
that we're
go
looking
wide.
for.
No, fine.
The point is that Crater Rocks is safe again. Don't ask me about the details. Maybe somebody else could explain that later. Slight glint towards Terry. And then he just, yeah. How do I say this? Whatever. Our journey has taken us through the area for a bit, and well, as you might have noticed, we've picked up a few of our family members along the way.
And I received a message from one of them,
Whom, if I may ask?
Palix.
Yeah, cool.
He told me one additional thing, to retrieve a specific thing, as he kind of grabs through one of his satchels, and then retrieves a frozen over skull of one of your brothers.
Oh. No, it's the
Okay.
other. It's just the head.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me that for a second?
He kind of extends the hand. Yeah, gives it to you.
Hmm? I need to ask you a seemingly weird question. Araxis, is Seb interested in being resurrected?
That's only happens when you actually, you know. Well, I mean, you gotta use the spell first. Then you find out if it
Right.
did. So
Taking out, like, in one motion, taking out the banner, more or less in this almost Hamlet pose, with the banner in the other hand.
You are not to be.
No,
As the
unless
14th
you're-
Baron of the Platinum... God. Fuck. Thank you, Revan. As the 14th Baron of the Archipelago, and as the carrier of the Ban of the First Dawn, I allow you, Seb, to rise again. Do you heed to the call?
ooh,
I lean over to Julie. What's the archipelago?
you're gonna wait. You're gonna use True Resurrection,
Yes.
but isn't it an hour long?
I'm holding that speech for a while.
Oh, wait, you just gonna
Because you remember... Wait. You remember the thing we posted a while ago about the jokingly super long titles?
Oh my god! Oh my god! So yeah, you see Electra grab the banner, grab the skull, and then proclaim the longest title.
With
the Walker of
hundreds of unnecessary details that just don't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's basically how the custodians in 40k are.
Just the best part, Electra doesn't run out of breath, so he's like,
Yeah, I do this in one fell swoop. In the
It'd be glad
meantime,
it doesn't have a scroll.
in the
About
meantime,
2 minutes into him ranting off his titles, I'll just start playing music for the background noise.
aggressive botting.
yeah.
Performance roll. I want to see it.
I also did a brief synopsis of how the archipelago works and the nonsense behind it.
So comes the truest of questions. I would like one of you to roll me d10.
I'll do it.
Oh god, he's gonna do it.
Indeed.
Oh boy!
I want to stab something.
Oh boy!
You may have the chance.
That's never good. Yeah. Deal's choking on his own.
You're like a
excitement.
good minute, and all of a sudden the fucking the comm system blares up. Lecter.
Can I continue casting the spell
No.
while messaging?
No, this is you. This is what's it called? This is God damn it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is from the intercoms, the fucking PA system. Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Through the last minute, there's already been like, how would I best describe this? Like a slight light that's been like accumulating around the skull, like forming a slight halo above the skull. Guess you gotta wait one more day. I break the banner loose from the ground,
Yeah.
put it back into position.
You just hear another fucking thing. The serpent! It's coming!
Can?
The serpent.
Snake, is this one trying to date Lecta, or is the...
No,
Is wait.
this one I've already talked with. Don't worry, he's a nice guy.
Here you guys are in
Anyway.
for a treat.
I'm on my way. I hit up
This
to
is
the
when
top
stuff
deck.
gets interesting.
Oh boy.
So,
This is really important. Guess we gotta
Combat.
deal with it.
so
Yeah, this
making-
engine of us.
making on the main deck, all of a sudden, just in the horizon to your east, you see massive segments of snake, about 400 feet thick, that just made their way towards you, and all of a sudden just a giant head sprungs out, and you're about half a mile from the sea as the massive head of the world serpent just sprungs out in front of you.
Holy...
The
This is
what?
why we're here.
You have dealings with the world serpent.
Yeah. You know,
Amongst other things.
Please tell me this is friendly.
Depends.
define friendly.
Would it help if I was a snake?
No. I've talked with him previously. He's somewhat okay depending on the topic.
You see its gaze shifts around the main deck towards the eldest brother, Lecter. As your brother just kind of looks at it, just glares for a bit, and then looks at the rest of you. And then looks at you, Ramon.
Been a while.
It kind of comes a bit closer to the ship, and you can see that the ship, one of its teeth could probably puncture like 1/3 to half of the entire hull, like from top to bottom, with a single crunch.
Just to give a reference, the ship you're currently on is roughly the size of a modern-day cargo container ship.
Yeah.
So,
We're currently
Kinda
busy
bad.
with guns.
I would not recommend hostile action.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying we're currently fitting the ship with as many guns as humanly possible.
Or just a few big ones, looking at Ken.
Yeah. Okay.
Both works.
It just kind
No.
of observes all of
Yeah.
you, says nothing. You're in the presence of someone that is one of its size is the size of an entire main deck, just glaring at you. So what is it? What is it you wish you?
Well. Mighty Jormungandr. I guess you have some wisdom to impart upon us.
Just silence.
I'm kind of surprised that you know his name, and even though it doesn't tell you.
What has he told us a while ago?
That's a good point. You did.
When we first met him.
Whatever the case might be. Its gaze looks upon you, Ravon. Then looks upon the rest of you, and then a few more. Timura comes out. You see Rodman comes out. You see Zvita's not on the main deck. You don't see where she is. You see through the bridge windows that Jack is just kind of petrified, sitting on a chair, his mouth closed.
As usual.
Yeah. He's just a regular human dude. He doesn't want to happen in this mode. And then you see more of your bros, and eventually everyone, including the dude who has been like the least motion bound, also comes up. And then let's see. You know what? We're gonna play a game, right? With all of you, with 6 of you.
Panic.
Yes. So you gonna pick a number between 1 and 1 million.
This again.
And you gotta type it out in the chat and be as specific as you can.
1 and 1 million.
Everybody?
Yeah, 1 million. Choose. Yeah, write it out in the chat so you don't have like the things. $69, of course.
I knew that number would be there.
Somebody beat me to it.
You can do reverse.
Hmm.
Okay. So Ken, let's go.
Pressure.
And you sly dog.
Ken.
Jen and Terry.
Come on.
Visible debate between numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's writing a very overly specific number.
Hmm.
My one's specific.
5 decimal points.
Yeah,
It's just
mine's
selective.
specific in a unique way.
Okay. None of you are even close.
Actually, Julie is.
Julie's closest.
Yeah, I know, but not close.
Oh, I
enough.
just realized what Julie put.
Yes.
The meme lives.
Nice.
I scours through all of you. Like, it's I. And then there is this low, grimacing roar. And Ken, you're the only one who understands it because you're the one who has the thing. You have none worthy among you. Before it just dips back into the water and eventually, in a matter of a few minutes, disappears entirely from this vicinity.
That was quick.
Wow.
We're talking
That
about
was-
the archipelago earlier, and stuff like this happens on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, that thing fell out of the sky through a portal.
Must have been a big portal.
It was.
Kind of anticlimactic. I was expecting a little more. So.
Yeah, you.
Be
last
happy if
time,
nothing happens.
last time he showed up, he imparted some wisdom upon us and then left.
I think he did impart some wisdom. Apparently none of us are worthy.
Yeah,
didn't
apparently,
find
we're
what-
all worthless.
You guys didn't hear it. I did. You
Okay,
didn't
so-
find us worthy, that's why.
That's okay.
Huh.
That's okay. I've been called worthless before. So.
I could have told them that.
You need someone to talk about it. We have enough people who are capable of listening.
It's more of what he said prior, his tale.
Oh yeah, does your organization have therapy?
Wait, you have therapy? Like, we never were offered therapy.
I thought
you
trauma
did-
was just kind of a set done a deal.
Well, we do have an HR department, but it's just me.
Wait, you have HR?
No, wait.
God damn
Actually,
it!
no, wait. Wait.
Get
You're
the
misunderstanding
way-
this. Wait. No, wait. Kirai was human resources. You're the ethics committee.
Oh, yeah, I'm the ethics committee. Yeah, that's right.
Wait, you have ethics? I feel like we've been.
I'm the entire
You see-
ethics committee.
Yeah,
ethics?
misunderstand. Yeah, that's the point you seem to misunderstand. We have an ethics committee. That does not mean we have ethics.
Ah.
Okay. Alright.
So if I-
Where's the image you made?
I'll get it.
With that said, as much as I'm disappointed not to stretch out, at least
Still.
no lives are at risk. Something to look forward to. I am going to finish my food.
Let's get back down.
And I believe you have spell to cast, Mr. Wizard
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry, what?
You were trying. I noticed you were trying to. Look like you were trying to do a resurrection. You need any help with that? I can assist in casting.
I think I'll leave that to tomorrow. Gives me a bit more time to prepare some of the details.
Very well. Do you have any place
Rushing
you have?
it wasn't a good idea in the first place.
Do you have any sparring
Huh?
pits? Or something of the
Do you
extent?
need any assistance? Just like.
I'll take note of that.
I'll leave it for another day.
A sparring pit.
Yeah.
Any intended size?
Big.
I mean, realistically speaking, I could refit your housing for last night for more practical purposes.
What's the risk of that just being destroyed and causing problems?
Since it is a temporary demi-plane, the worst thing you could do would be ripping it up, therefore spilling the entire contents into the astral plane to never be seen again. But
Unless
other
we have
than
a way to
that,
get back out there. Got it.
unless we
Yeah,
have a way to
let's
get back, which is not too difficult, at least not for us.
Is that right?
Let's not let Terry try to rip holes in the dimensions.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I was about to say, if you've truly dabbled into time travel before, this wouldn't be the first time breaking reality.
Question: does time travel mean? Okay, I have a technical question for you.
Well, talk to
Back-
the Silver Dragonborn if you want.
You got a silver dragon too?
Talk to the Silver Dragonborn if you want to talk about time travel.
Oh well, this was about something I kind of like time travel. Is there such a thing as like a timeline that exists at the same time as yours, but it's different?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
That's why I said talk to the Dragonborn that I mentioned. Redfin.
I merely
Yeah.
asked. Just had a couple
Here we
weird
go.
experiences. That's all.
There we go. This is the ethics committee.
Yeah, no, he sent that in memes. But, I've seen this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'll save stretching out my muscles for another day. Keep the fabric of reality in one piece.
I prefer you do so.
That said, I think a steak is calling for me, so starts walking down.
Or breakfast.
For every meal.
Yeah, it's his comfort food.
Each their own, I guess.
It
Still,
takes bricks to build a house.
what you've been seeing here, at least today, is going to be a bit of a more usual sight. We've been blessed by the fact that Rex and, by extent, Seb have both decided to join the group without any problematic situations attached. But normally we have to go out into the islands to look for them ourselves. Sometimes that goes well. You just go there, talk to someone. Other times you have to fight an undead horde for it.
An undead horde, huh?
That one time we had to run away from a giant centipede.
A giant centipede? Centipede?
Centipede, remember?
Good point, yeah.
Yeah, when we were over near Paradise.
We've killed 2 or 3 giant ticks.
Also that one brother that drop kicked you in your chest.
Yeah.
Lecter.
Giant, like how big of a centipede? Like eyeing Tyrion.
It barely fit on the deck of the ship.
Oh, alright, manageable.
All right, it might make Terry break out in a sweat. Okay.
At least it wasn't as bad as the big snake dragon thing that attacked us on that one desert island.
You don't need to talk about tough dragon lizards to fight after showing off whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, and that race of cats that tried to help.
I dare not tempt fate to give us something to compete over.
Hey, there's no need to compete. We're all working together. Hopefully.
Didn't that one was it? Isn't there like a necromancer from the Platinum Seas who came along and took the corpse?
Yeah, multiple times before.
Also,
Part of the
what-
reason for our funds.
You've been fighting a lot of these dangerous creatures, I suppose. Have you had any progress towards ascension?
Define
From what I-
ascension.
From what I understand, few of the guys here have.
An assassin, you're pretty eager to give up details like that.
Not that kind of assassin.
Not that kind
Plus, I'm not from this world.
of...
Different world, different rules.
So I honestly don't care because there goes my contractual obligations.
You don't have a contract.
I did before I got transported here.
Good point.
Well, by that I mean... Sorry. what you
Yeah,
were
they
saying,
don't
Dan?
have a clause for interdimensional travel.
Which I can completely understand.
Shame.
So,
That's going in the
think
quotes
most-
channel.
I was just
You were
curious,
saying,
that's
Gen?
all.
Go ahead.
Terry.
I was just curious. You know, you meet a lot of strange people, and I have yet to see. I have yet to have the pleasure to work directly with an Arcana specialist, besides for a very busy lich and a great chef, honestly.
Depends on
that's
the
a different
kind
story.
of specialist you're looking for.
Mm,
I myself have made some process towards arcane ascension. Nowhere close to perfection.
I'll pull out my songbook. The type that can help me fill this.
Most of my stuff is highly specialized. Single-purpose spells. Or in some rare cases, more overpowering magic that is limited by users.
You can
But
craft
it's-
particular magic spells. That's
I've done so
Good to
before.
know.
5 times successful and 1 in progress.
I've only had one custom spell up my arsenal, not my crafted one of.
Honestly,
supposed-
realistically speaking, it's only 4 spells, 1 in progress. One of the spells is more of an improvement of something that already exists for my personal amusement.
Oh, and I could pay for it if necessary, but you guys have a spare helmet around. My last one was guarded.
Helmets. That should be arrangeable. We happen to have craftsmen around that are quite capable.
Good.
Didn't we
I'll,
also
I'll,
do a
Since
lot
we
of
won't-
Didn't we also do a lot of helmets from those soldiers we rescued?
Araxis, do we still have some of the stuff from Stalingrad?
Yes, you do.
That's a great
I-
question.
But I thought. I mean, you kind of burned it all, didn't you?
Well, no, we burned most of the memorabilia. Maybe
Mm.
just I do know that.
I don't think it's quite Terry style, anyways.
I
Also,
know, but-
realistically speaking, we
They
left
might
it
have
behind,
scratched-
yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they scratch off the emblems.
Yeah, we told them to break off with the past, so
Yeah,
they
never
did.
mind. So yeah, they chucked all the helmets.
Yeah.
So,
In that
yeah.
case, I think I can get you to someone who should be able to make you a new one.
sounds
Before
good.
that, I quickly have to deal with something.
Nods and kind of gets back down to the mess hall.
I'll get you there.
Speaking of which, where's the next destination, Lecter?
Sure.
Well, first we have to resurrect his brother.
Resurrecting my brother is the easy part.
We can do that on the way to the next place.
Okay.
Yes.
This is true.
The problem is the next place. My plan was to make one gauntlet around the archipelago, gathering as many brothers as possible. And it seems like we finally reached a point that I did not even want to reach again. Guess I'll have to get myself an audience with a certain someone soon.
Is the next one where I think it is?
It is.
Then
The
let's hope
negotiation power.
Well, then let's hope that the negotiations go well.
Terry
Oh,
kind of
I
laughs
mean,
to himself, then gives a look over to Julie. I don't think you'll have a problem with that one.
I mean, we have
As
the
long as
best
it's not with a god or
persuader.
a fae, we're fine.
Repeat again, please. What is your current association with the Platinum Seas?
I am employed by the Platinum Seas, and these two are volunteering to help.
Do you think that you could barter a deal for either one of you? Yeah, for either one of you to temporarily access an island that has been designated. Use magic to kill. At even entering that island.
Well, it would depend on the island, I suppose, but not like we have.
Magically desecrated by the Platinum Seas, heavily irradiated anti-magic.
How the hell do you plan on getting there? Radio-whatted?
Ignore that.
Aye.
The point is, this island is about as deadly as you can get it, and if any one of us were to step foot on it, the Platinum Seas threatens genocide on the entire crew. So, I'm not the right person to negotiate this kind of deal.
Also, the person who was at the on the border who told us all this is kind of an asshole.
That's the easy part about all of this.
Okay, what is the name of this location?
None.
None. All right. I'll send a message to Rhea.
Good luck on that part. We'll be on our way
Oh my
soon.
god, Jules gotta just fucking pull the top brass.
I mean,
Well, when you have connections to the top brass, might as well use them.
Yeah.
I mean, it is our assignment to, escort.
This is our job, This is part of our
So,
job.
if
Julie
this
makes
is where
mention
we
that.
need to go, then they have to permit us, or we can't. We can't do
Like,
it.
get up with their
I
own
love the
employees.
fact you literally have one of the children of Mistral, and you're like, hey,
One of the children. Currently, it's
I mean-
plural.
Or
You're going to end up mentioning you've got a lot of them.
Well, we're on good terms with one, and there's a kind of rockiness with another.
And of course, we're escorting
One
another one right
thing-
now.
yeah, one thing I need to question before we even consider all of this. Do any of you have capability of working your talents without any magic at all?
I mean, if push comes to shove, I can.
The thing is that this island, amongst other things, is under quarantine for two entities on there. One being a lot more harmless, one we are actually allied with, and one that is incredibly harmful and specifically designed by another civilization to hunt, exterminate, and, well, kill casters. Specifically designed to nullify magic.
Can
Sorry?
I look over to? Oh, sorry, go on, Julie.
Could you repeat
Do
that?
mythic weapons still work in an anti-magic field?
Traditionally, they do.
Want to try it out?
I think that's proper. If they do work, then we should be fine the most part. Not being able to use magic will be a hindrance, but if we have our gear, we should be in one piece.
Yeah.
That was your choice. But be warned, that thing is incredibly dangerous.
By nullifying magic here, are we talking about spurts, or abilities to, or constant effect?
It's a permanent pressure on the island.
Got it.
It's a permanent anti-magic field that has been enforced on the island.
Interesting.
Where's Beholder's Bane when you need it?
Well,
Since you
Just
seem
make
to
me
have
wonder, though.
credit.
Is divine magic work in an anti-magic field? It's divine weaponry and stuff, that one.
This is getting philosophical. Those are really interesting questions.
Really? Can you
I'll-
cast an anti-magic field?
I
mean, it's
could.
still a type of magic.
Minor one.
I'll
just
be
a
right
temp-
back. I'll be
Like-
right back before we deal with that. I'm going to cast Misty Step into the bridge.
Huh?
Araxis?
Yes.
Since the entire deal on the bastard has been lifted,
Yeah.
and I cannot think of anything else that we need directly from there, apart from the fact that there's still a certain bookworm who has a book of mine that they haven't returned. I don't have anything else there that I need. So I will ask to set course towards Norn.
Yeah.
Not to directly approach the island, stay away from it at least 10 kilometers away.
Mm.
Unless until we get the artillery in place.
Artillery won't be enough.
No, I mean aimed at the.
Actually, I'll work my way up the ladder. I'll message Lazarus.
Yeah. I'm giving that order. Afterwards, I'm back down with Terry and open for communication again.
As this goes on, like, all right, so if divine weaponry seems to function under anti-magic field, it isn't a huge leap in logic to say that divine enhanced magic is safe as well. I think it's something worth trying.
If you wish to try it out, I can arrange that.
Simple enough. I can cast divinely enhanced magic well enough.
Follow
I'm
me.
a
I'll lead you.
cleric, so.
By that I mean, it requires a rather progressed mythic ascension progress, I should say.
So,
Okay. One of you
yeah.
roll me a d10 as
One of the new guys come.
yeah as
Alright,
you
I got
know,
it. Take care of it. Oh, Terry, you got it?
Sorry,
3.
you got this. Julie gets the next one.
Oh boy.
Boy.
How's your roll like a?
Don't worry, he says that a
Just-
lot.
Wait a
Lecture.
minute.
Hmm?
What? 30 minutes from the ship where it has gone. Where are you? Like 30 minutes after you gave him the word to go in a particular way.
I would have moved with Terry down to the gym, produced a small anti-magic field there to test it and let him test his stuff.
So, for that case, the mythical weaponry works as it does not seem to lose any of its abilities. The armor
Is
also
mythic.
Is also, yeah. Lecture, about 30 minutes after you descended, all of a sudden you see Ravan 2 just at very fast pace approach you.
Ron too.
It is, yeah.
Oh,
Terry,
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Terry,
no.
Terry, you see basically Ravan, but his face seems to be slightly scaly and his eyes are glowing purple, carrying the staff. And
This guy with snakes.
And Lecturer, he just kind of looks at you and kind of takes a deep breath. They're coming. Within minutes, they'll be here. Prepare.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So,
I immediately
With
remove
that-
concentration on
with that,
anti-magic field, and I'm sending out mass message to everyone who is here capable of battle,
so with that,
specifically the entire group.
we're gonna call it now, cause ooh, Zerapul is upon you. Next session, so prepare.
No
for
idea what's
battle.
going on. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
Question, Eric's. I had a question. Within that meta, when we were testing with the anti-magic field, I would have used a spell with the meta magic mythic damage on it. Does that spell
Nope.
work? All right, thank you. That's all.
Nope. Just,
Nope.
So,
Just
3 hours, 20
fuck you.
minutes. Now there's 6. So, you got anything to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no Auroras? Go, go, go.
This is going to be chaotic.
Oh,
Dabby
yes.
time.
For God's
Oh,
sake.
I
Well, it's also
loving
chaos.
this.
We showed up.
We are the chaos unit, so you know.
Yeah.
Are you the paradox? Surely the
And,
chaos agent?
We're gonna find a way to
Overlord.
defeat this encounter in one shot.
Oh,
Actually, I should
Listen,
probably
give us
have
rain
Dawn-
here.
I should have Dawn prepared.